back, 13 Card Subject to Change, the podcast that once again is asking, is Leroy's beard actually real? Week to week, we don't know.
Yeah, it's real.
Jesse, your response?
It's still purple.
Yeah, well, you know. Anyway, welcome back to the show, everybody.
Still the number one beard.
A lot of wrestling news coming down.
Did your lady... Never mind. Go ahead.
There we go. All right. That was the question on everyone's mind. Jesse decided to help us out with it. Anyway, we are back, and we have a lot of wrestling going on. A lot of wrestling to talk about. Folks, we're going to start off with something here. This is one of those situations where we can sit here and talk about how we were wrong, but the truth is that business is business, and we always knew there was a chance. And Jesse, I think what we learned in the past 72 hours was Leroy will be a Packers fan someday if someone offers him enough money.
Nope.
Leroy, your children, all of them, your own mother, God bless her, she doesn't fucking believe you. They don't. No one believes you.
Yes.
No, they don't.
My grandma, God rest her soul, we haven't had her, but she would come back from the dead and say, "Leroy, what are you doing?"
Leroy,
and she'd slap me.
Yeah, no. Guess what she'd say? Leroy, why the f are you turning down $50 million?
Oh no, she would say, "No, don't you dare do that."
I don't know. Your grandma.
She's
seems
a diehard
that.
Vikings fan. No.
And Jesse is a diehard New Yorker, but he'll all of a sudden become quite the Californian if someone puts enough money in his bank account.
I mean, listen. I could be persuaded.
There we go. Jesse, I think, but in all seriousness, and we learned last night during the fight, which turned into what it was.
That was a good fight.
Yeah.
I watched the final there.
I will.
Camera.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
I will say this,
Just cutting half your
Jesse.
head off.
It is clear to me that it does not matter if you are Nick Khan, if you are Tony Khan, if you are a con man in Vegas. The Saudis have more money than they know what to do with.
Yeah.
And they're just going to apparently sit there and tell the world, we're going to buy our own entertainment.
Yeah.
Right.
Because
Mr. Beast was sitting like 2 rows down from the guy. Or 2 seats down.
Well,
from
Jimmy
him,
makes
that's
$100 million a year. People don't realize that.
It was crazy. I'm like, oh, it's
Jimmy
Mr.
makes
Beast
some.
there. Holy shit.
It's like I tell people all the time. Jimmy makes a few missteps here and there. Most of them come from, I think, him trying to do the right thing. But Jimmy's not a really bad guy. He just makes some really big missteps sometimes. But Jimmy makes a lot of money. But anyway,
he works with some terrible people.
He's
a good guy.
He needs to vet his staff a little better. But anyway,
he does, yes.
But no. Here's the thing, folks. Jesse, Leroy, I think we were always on the show saying no, but it's happened. I think we all had that thought in the back of our mind. Right. But Jesse, once again, I don't blame TKO. I don't blame Vince. I don't blame Tony Khan. Anyone. The Saudis have more money that they can hand WWE literally tomorrow in cash than Shad Khan is worth.
Well, they did state their WWE and 2K are getting $250 million for them showing WrestleMania there.
Right.
And I don't agree with it. I don't know how many other people are going to be able to get there internationally.
Well, hold on. Pause.
It's money.
Pause. Like, okay, we will get to that, but let's get through the initial news. WrestleMania 43 is not even reportedly, it is now guaranteed happening during Riyadh season in Saudi Arabia. Mm-hmm. And even though this was something that a bunch of people are sitting there and saying, Jesse, I think it's worth mentioning finally that this conversation seems to be something that, and we'll get this over with at the top of the show. We do send our best wishes to the children and wife, the only people that I truly care about mentioning right now of the Charlie Kirk situation. We're not going to speak any more on it. We don't have an opinion that's going to, involve this show.
We pray for.
But we send our best regards.
And all that, yeah.
We send our best regards to his wife and his kids. That's the end of our statement. We're going to move on from there. But Jesse, I think what people don't get is, and my grandfather, he preached this his whole life. God rest his soul. If you're going to sit there and you're going to look at anyone and you're going to say, "Hey, your morals are this or that," wait until somebody gives you that kind of money.
Right.
Wait until somebody looks at you and says, "You got a little garlic parmesan on your lips there." But no.
Good light behind you too.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm sorry that it reminded me of how Vince almost got Arabian cream on his face.
Exactly.
Continue.
But anyway, it's just the thing we have to understand.
Yeah, I'll grab it.
Yeah.
No, it's really showing up right on your family.
But it's just the thing that I think we have to understand is that you can type.
I'm joking.
You can type sellout in a YouTube chat for 17 hours, it's fine. You can go to Tim the Tapman stuff.
I thought that shit was brilliant.
Right? But I mean, like, you
like
can
I thought it was
right,
funny.
yeah. But I mean, it's like you can go to Tim the Tapman's thing and you can quote unquote rage bait the guy, not realizing how much money people are paying just to be in his stream right now. I mean, like, my favorite part about it is when Tim sits there and he gets pissed over Cowboys comments, and I'm like, someone just paid $55 to say the Cowboys suck.
True.
I do that for free.
I'll do it from the grave.
Exactly. But
Me too.
You know, it's just, Jesse, we always said there were going to be, and folks, we are going to get to the checklist of like the issues that are now coming with this. But we also said, Jesse, issues mean nothing when somebody says, and again, this is what the Saudis have pretty much been proven to do. They give you a number, and if you say no, they don't even get offended. They just give you a bigger number. They don't care. They have
the money.
They have money that, like I said at the top, and Jesse will confirm because Jesse's ran the numbers 1,000 times. Shad Khan is a very rich man. The Saudi prince doesn't even know Shad Khan's checkbook exists. It's really that simple.
Yeah, what they have in their treasury is, even if 50% or 52% of it is stolen, is immense.
Well, but to be fair, I think the British should give back 52% of their history because that's also stolen from people.
To be fair, the Australians have a conversation about giving back too, but you continue.
Exactly. But my point is this, is that I think what we've learned is that I am not going to rip the people on stage. I'm not going to rip the people that work there, because at the end of the day, there are people always above them making these decisions. And I also refuse, because there's so much misinformation and like misconstrued feelings right now in the world, that I don't want to judge someone when money of that amount has not been given to me. Because the fact of the matter is, Jesse, I know a bunch of people every day who sit there and they bitch and they moan about their bank accounts, and then they sit there and they say they also have morals, and I'm like, do you have morals or do you have money problems?
So here, for me, is the actual issues. One,
I got morals. I got money problems.
Number one,
I need more.
More moral problem? Never mind.
No, more money. Moral problem. No, I don't need any.
Where did Vince become a saint?
Right.
Like, everyone tried to spin this as like Vince would never do this, even because of Mark Shapiro's stupid fucking comments.
Yeah.
Talking about
he might have been a saint when he was younger, like in his teens.
Talking about he was priced to his families, and I'm like, no, he had to price down because no one was fucking showing up anymore.
Yeah.
It had nothing to do with I can't run, shows, or too much money a certain way, because no, he couldn't do it at the time because his creative sucked.
Regardless
no one would go.
I'm gonna let you finish, but like, regardless of what anyone wants to admit, both the biggest wrestling companies in America right now are both failing at the bare minimum of what the wrestling business is. One doesn't understand that your creative is putting you in the dirt. The other one is run by a business that doesn't understand that people, like Jesse said, won't go regardless of will go if the creative is left alone to do the good work.
Yep. By the way,
we also send out our best wishes to Demonito, who obviously had a tear injury during the Worlds Collide.
You guys can wish the best to Finn Balor's demon, and maybe your wife forced you to do that, but I love the iguana. So here's the thing.
Clara loved it too. We watched it.
I don't have to go home and see her, so I can talk shit.
Exactly.
Here's the thing.
She just gonna show up and kick your ass.
I'm sure, but here's the thing. And I'm off work this week too, so I probably should have said that. Here's the thing.
Lock your door.
Vince still is to blame here.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So
he started this deal.
TKO was the best out of a shit situation.
Yes.
Everyone said that because people forget. Remember, he was trying to sell the company to the Saudis.
Mm-hmm.
Had he stayed his punk ass home, and let his daughter and Nick Khan run the company, none of this would be happening.
No.
Is this like the last year of their deal with them?
Oh, that deal's never ended.
You don't think it's going to ever end?
Leroy, I love you. You are
the
good...
Saudi deal.
Yeah, the Saudi deal. They're just going to re-up it.
I'm going to wait to see. Because here's the thing. Even WWE knows when too much bad press is too much bad press.
Yeah.
And everything Mark Shapiro said, for people who don't know, words of CEOs can affect their companies.
It's called their stock prices.
Yep. And it took a dip.
Yeah.
Because he shouldn't have fucking said anything.
Because, by the way, families are your core fucking audience.
So correct.
Is the Royal Rumble, is that
that's next year?
I know this is just coming January. Is that also going to be in the Riyadh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Time? The Riyadh season is January until May.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Yeah. I wasn't sure how long that lasted, so when it started. So.
Okay, now this deal for Mania. Okay, number one, let's debunk something. People putting out there that Vince would never do this deal. He was trying to do it for fucking 4 years.
Yeah. Yep. And everyone else in the company was like, we're not letting this happen.
You can't do that. Like, you almost got our people kidnapped. Don't.
Yeah.
So let's get that one out the way. Number two.
Yeah.
Is it unfortunate that the first one outside of the North America is going to be Saudi Arabia? Yes and no. Here's what I mean.
Yeah.
Unless you're an elasmophobe, that's a great fucking crowd.
Yeah.
They actually watch the product.
Mm-hmm.
They care. They give a shit. People are, these are just the millionaires. Like, no. There's people who are kind of middle class in Saudi Arabia.
It's interesting, Jesse, because Jim Cornette broke down AJ Lee's return in promo, right? Mm-hmm. And what he said was, and he broke it down in like a 2-minute clip that I'm sure AEW fans don't want to hear. When they started to chant therapy, it had nothing to do with she said cheer for therapy. They were on her every word. They paid attention. They were aware of what she... Now, that's the that's the real problem in the wrestling business, and I'm not even comparing it to current AEW product, although it is pretty obvious when it happens. The worst thing in wrestling, other than having no reaction, is when people are waiting to react and they're just waiting for you to stop talking. If they're waiting for you to do a really over-the-top zinger to get them in, you're not where you need to be in terms of a character. The one thing that, Jesse, you've always told me is the Japanese fans, they are not only hanging on every word that the ace says. Inoki did not only have these people in the palm of his hand.
Sure.
Every single eye wink, slap, thigh slap that like he would do if he was making a joke. These people were literally tuned into everything. Yeah. And that's the thing about the Saudi crowd that people don't want to admit, mostly because everyone's like, everyone of the Western world is like, you sold out. And I'm like, yeah, we got bigger problems than fucking putting a show in Saudi Arabia.
Well, here's the thing. Number one.
But, yeah.
That much money in your pocket, I'm not going to blame them.
That fan base is great.
Yeah.
Like,
also, by the way, the entirety of the Saudi Arabian Empire is not millionaires.
No, they're not.
That's what Jesse's trying to get people.
Right.
And by the way, Jesse, you've been doing this even beyond wrestling. You've been trying to get people to understand they're kind of like the rest of the world in the sense that just because the tip top is the 0.0001% doesn't mean that the majority are living large. No. They're not futuristic cities in which it's not like Wakanda where like everyone inside the bubble is flying a car, is not in poverty because vibranium is this product that just creates wealth beyond imagine.
Right.
It's all canon, but anyway. No, Jesse, there legitimately is still a economical power structure in the Saudi Arabian kingdom.
And so like
and
this
those people are paying, by the way, to go to the show.
And this weird, so because here's the other part, right? And I think why Saudi Arabia pays so fucking much to have it. Because what you heard, of course, during the press conference, which was kind of hard to get through, but what you heard during that press conference was like WWE trying to reach out to its American fans and worldwide fans to come to Saudi Arabia. The problem, WWE, and it's not really WWE. So here, let me say it like this: it's not Triple H per se.
Yes.
The problem, TKO, is apparently you forgot how fucking strict the travel is to Saudi Arabia. So you might have eliminated 55% of people to fucking go there.
Yeah.
So, like...
This WrestleMania is going to force TKO, in my opinion, to look at the wrestling people and let... Here's the thing. Jesse, you and I have always said this. Sometimes you gotta have a really shit record to figure out what you should be doing.
Right.
And if you're Motley Crue, that was Generation Swine. That record, they don't... Jesse...
Oh, yeah.
Leroy, Leroy, I don't even know if you know this. Even right now, and by the way, first of all, Mick Mars and them, that's a whole nother thing. I have my opinions, but that's music, whatever.
There we go, yeah.
Jesse, even when Mick was still in the band, once Vince got back, nothing against John Cole Robbie, I've always enjoyed his vocals, they don't play anything on that record. They ignore that record exists. Vince sings nothing from it.
He really never fit that style. Like, it just... Anyway,
but
I get what you're getting at, because here's the thing.
Sometimes you have to literally, because Jesse, there was the scene in the dirt that actually now John got mad at it, but John can get mad, but the truth was, Jesse, it wasn't like there were 12 people in the show like they showed in the movie. That was for Hollywood. But Jesse, you and I are going to sit here and we're going to look at people and say, John, you didn't pack seats like Vince did in his heyday with Motley Crue.
Well, shit, everyone knew who they were, is that group. But...
Yeah.
Here's the thing with the Saudi thing and for Mania. Because TKO just... Every time I hear Mark Shapiro, I'm like, the devil you knew was a lot easier than the devil you don't, because the devil you don't was still trying to do this, and yet, like, there were...
I'm sorry. I'm just over here saying the devil that I knew... could have bought it, wanted to buy it, was willing to write the same amount of check, and actually Jesse reported offered more. Yeah, they have big mouse ears.
Uh-huh.
That would have been preferable, because we wouldn't be doing any of this right now.
Well, but Jesse, but here's the problem. You want to know why it's not, or it wasn't preferable? It's because all these people out there just keep saying, well, Disney's for kids. And I'm like, Disney's never been for kids. I don't know where that rumor
Fox is
got
still
started.
making adult shit from as far as I can see.
Disney's for families.
No.
Not just
no.
kids.
No, Disney's for money.
Disney's
for money.
Disney's for money. Guys, do you people actually not realize the IP addresses that Disney owns that they don't necessarily promote that they're the owner of because A, it doesn't fit the family brand, but B, it's making them a shit ton of money? I don't have the time. Like, they own Pulp Fiction.
They do.
I don't need to keep going with that. They own Pulp Fiction, and that is the least family movie that I can think of right now.
Yeah.
But the fact is that, Jesse, Disney and you and I, Jesse, you and I have actually argued with people at shows about this. Jesse, they don't fuck with something if it pays the bill.
Correct.
And if it profits,
they'll keep going.
All right, TKO's on my left. Disney's on my right. Jesse, I'm going to give you the same scenario.
Go for it.
Okay, so you're TKO. We have evidence of what happened. We just paid off what we paid for WWE in less than a year and a half. TKO, we need to change everything. We need to get more celebrity. We got to get more, funky or whatever the fuck they say in that room. Disney's like, wait, we got this paid off in 18 months? Hi, is this Triple H? Yeah, we don't give a shit what you're doing. Please just keep doing it.
It's just
about it
to me. By the way, because there were reports like, well, TKO's doing this to pay it off, and I'm like, have you not been paying attention to the last year and a half of fucking profits for them? WWE's doing very, 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 very good.
Jesse, remember, what was it, 6.5 TKO paid for it?
Something like that, like $7 billion.
Okay,
like that.
okay. Let's use 7 as
Sure.
our top. They got a $5 billion deal from Netflix. Yep. They already still had, I think, $500 million from just the Peacock deal.
Mm-hmm.
And the Saudi deal was still happening. Something tells me they've made. And by the way, Jesse, how much did the first WrestleMania under TKO do?
The last 2 Manias, and I believe the last 2 SummerSlams combined, and you probably have to look this up, Leroy.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it's like $3.3 billion.
Okay, so Jesse, I think we've done the math. WWE has not only paid for itself, they're in a profit range that UFC hasn't been in 15 years.
I was going to say, why does that man keep talking? Like, you got away with beating up your wife, dude. Just shut up. That dude, anyway.
Most celebrities who get away with that just go away.
Right. So here's the thing. The Saudi to Mania thing was coming. Would I have preferred the UK first? Would I have preferred London first? Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
But like I tell people.
But was the city of London willing to get into a bidding war with the Saudis? Probably not.
They probably can't.
Right.
So. and here's the thing about.
Oh, I got some numbers for you.
Cool. So and then here's the thing about the Saudis paying what they just paid for WrestleMania. It'll break even at the minimum.
Oh, yeah.
Because now WWE/TKO does not have to worry about any losses.
Right.
So
But now let's get to the crux that we've chronicled on the show. But first, Leroy.
Money-wise. All right,
Yeah.
Here we go.
Okay.
In the first 2 quarters of 2025.
Okay.
In their first quarter, they made $391.5 million in revenue in the first quarter.
And that's just this year.
That's just the first quarter.
Yep.
In the second quarter so far this year, I don't know when it ended or when it started.
Yep.
They got $556.2 million. So
we've almost made $1 billion in just
almost $1 billion in
half
2 quarters
year.
of the year.
So anyway,
that's pretty good.
It usually takes companies 10
And
years.
that is driven by the new media deals, ticket sales, and all that stuff. And that's what they're stated by. So
an acquisition at least 5 to 10 years to be paid off. It's going to happen in under 5. But that's why no one likes the greed of TKO right now.
right.
Like, dude, you don't have to jack up the prices. You're going to make all your money back
Right.
probably in the next year or two on WWE alone.
Right.
I don't know.
But anyway, now let's get to the real crux of what is probably going to be
close to
the issue.
25% average increased
Yep.
from last year to this year for their revenue.
Yeah, and we're talking billions and billions of dollars.
What,
Yeah.
What I find
aimed towards, I'm like, he did not make.
What I think is hilarious is, Jesse, I always think back to, I think it was the Spy Who Shagged Me, so the second Austin Powers movie, and he sat
that's
there
number 2.
and he asked for $100 billion, and at that period of time, that amount of money didn't exist. That might have been the first one. But anyway, all I remember was
he went back in time.
right, yeah.
And asked for the same
Right,
amount
yeah,
he
yeah.
did in the first
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
People are going, what?
Yep.
Then he goes, okay, $1 million. Then it was like, oh my God.
All I know is, Jesse, there was a scene at one point where the President of the United States laughed at Dr. Evil and said, that kind of money doesn't exist in the world. And now I'm sitting here like, the Saudis alone paid triple just to get a fucking show.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, also, by the way, to people on the internet, I'm even though I may have more agreeance with you than agreeance with TKO, I'm still going to call you out for your stupid-ass lines. You're not going to be up at 2 a.m. watching the show. That's if you're watching New Japan. It might be 2 in the afternoon.
It might be 2 in the afternoon.
It is going to be 2 in the
But it's not going to be
afternoon.
fucking 2 a.m. That's New Japan.
That might be the UK fans.
Right, exactly.
They are a little fucked.
Right.
But otherwise, like for us,
Yeah.
that man is going to be beautiful. Like, you could watch Mania,
And then go see a movie.
you go see a movie, bang your significant. Like, you got time.
Yeah. But now, all joking aside, Jesse, the biggest thing that we've always talked about when this deal was rumored was the problem with this deal and the problem with I would say you want to go with the phrase tone deafness of TKO, urging Western fans to still travel, is this is a part of the world that clearly does not wish to give up their way of life, even for this entertainment. I've never been mad that the Saudis gave this money to Live Golf, because let me be very clear, folks, and this is just an off-brand sports topic. The PGA Tour, for years, was the equivalent of the NCAA. This was coming. At some point, you were going to pay for just being ignorantly stupid about how you handled the funds.
Correct.
The PGA Tour was at one point, everyone's like, well, the golfers can make like $60 million. And the PGA made $500 million that weekend.
Killing, bro.
Jesse, I don't care if $60 million makes some people's lives like set for life or if it's someone's bankroll for the year. Guys, the percentage discrepancy was still ungodly, unheard of. So when a golfer was offered $200 million to go play live golf, and that's not even winning the tournament, that was his salary.
Right.
Of course they're going to go to Saudi.
Right.
Phil Mickelson told his wife, I'm about to hit the senior PGA Tour, and Live Golf wants me to pay, wants me to play for $200 million. You don't think she didn't say, have fun in the sands? I don't know.
Hey, honey, go wear that robe and go play.
Yeah.
Make sure I get something really nice and pretty and shiny.
But all I'm saying is this, America. The only thing that I worry about is I've never cared that the Saudis wanted to throw money in the entertainment industry. But I was hoping, and clearly have been proven wrong so far, despite what Bianca said, and she has made some good points, but they're not far enough for my taste, and I'm just saying that out loud.
It hasn't progressed far
Exactly.
enough,
There is a point where, Jesse, there is a small section of Saudi Arabia where the women of WWE can put on a skimpy bikini and sit in a hot tub, and no one gives a shit. It's a very small place, though.
Yes, it is.
It's an exclusive.
It's very protected.
Yes. And Jesse, what bothers me and why I'm still worried for people is you still have people working there. You still have people protecting it who are of a certain belief system that if something still goes kind of to the right or to the left, some shit's going to go down the middle. But my only problem is this. The one thing that the Saudis don't get because they don't need to, they don't have to, like you said, they break even, no one cares.
Right.
Cities have bid upon these shows. Well, no one bids on the AEW anymore because they actually lose money when they're in town. But anyway, people want the Super Bowl because it's not about what the players are making on the field. It's not about what the NFL profits. It's about what that city... Dude, the Twin Cities made, what was it, $2.5 billion when the Super Bowl was here?
For 2 fucking weeks.
Yep.
The game didn't happen for 2 weeks, but a city
it's also
makes
not even like
money.
it's a series, Jesse.
Right.
Jesse, basketball series for at least 2 nights. For at least 2 nights,
Right.
2 opposing cities can get millions of dollars in ad revenue, in restaurant revenue, the whole 9 yards. The NFL for 1 game for 3.5 hours of just playing time. There's still a 45-minute halftime show, which, by the way, stop asking rock bands to play it because they don't want to pay for it. They don't have to pay for it. Metallica's like, wait, you want us to pay to play? We ain't done that since the 70s.
Yeah, I don't know.
Jesse, as much as we make fun of them, they're still older businessmen, and they're still about the money.
I think that was a suggestion from Usher.
Yeah.
That he would like to see them do it.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people would like to see them do it.
Yeah, but someone's got to foot the bill. They ain't paying for it.
They got the money to do it, but yeah.
Well, of course they do, Jesse, but here's the thing. You also do it for clout at some point. Eminem did it because Dr. Dre did it. Eminem didn't do it because he wanted the clout.
He was invited.
Exactly. He was invited.
There we go.
Yeah, no, Eminem did not write a check for the Super Bowl halftime show.
No.
Dr. Dre did that.
Yeah.
But all I'm saying is this. Look, the Saudi Arabians, the only mistake I feel personally they've ever made in trying to bring entertainment to their people is they have not understood that if you want the world, and let's even go to the commercial that they had some of the people film for one of the Riyadh shows. Jesse, Air Saudi, all this stuff, come to Saudi Arabia. That's fine. But the one thing that sadly a lot of countries have lived to regret a little bit, and sadly it's because Americans can't travel and be civil, is when you are open to tourism, you have to understand that a different culture is coming to your place.
Yep.
It's fine to ask them to assimilate to your culture for 2 weeks, but you can still let them be themselves.
Right.
But the problem, and that's why America is such a tourism place, because you can come here and be from Germany, be from France, be from the UK, and we have some stupid idiots who think America was built upon Americans and Americans and Americans, even though it was built on the British and the Native Americans. But hey, logic doesn't work for these people. We still legally have to allow you to be yourself.
Right.
You do not have to assimilate to certain laws other than the fact that you still can't kill somebody
Correct.
here, even if it's legal over there.
Correct.
But the problem with the Saudis is, Jesse, American tourism has nothing but horror stories of people go over there and they start to pretend that they have the same protesting rights, and then you realize, why am I in this prison? It's like, because you can't do that, motherfucker. They don't allow that over there. So the only mistake I feel is actually on the Saudi government in that, okay, you have all this money. Money is the root of all power and evil. Why do you have to keep your way of life for this week-long extravaganza? Why can't... Because, by the way, London was going to be a fucking madhouse if they would have gotten WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Now, Gordon Ramsay's restaurant still would have been booked out the ass, but anyway.
I really hope in 28 they do. I hope they put it there in 28.
Yeah, but all I'm saying, is this: is that you guys go ahead and speak on this, but like I'm going to finish up by saying this as we get on to the next topic. I'll get that ready. I think the only mistake, really, if you break it down, is the Saudi government not accepting the fact that your religious beliefs are not that of the rest of the world. But if you're going to invite other people from other cultures to come and enjoy something, you have to make the, what's the word I'm looking for? Help me out here.
Compromise?
Thank you. Compromise.
That's one word you can use, I guess.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Go ahead, Leroy.
And and yes, they have to make a compromise. Their religious beliefs compared to Westernite, they're behind. They're trying to catch up. I mean,
that's a very good word for it, actually.
And that's how you look at it. But people that go over there, anybody listeners going over there, please try to respect their beliefs and their way they're doing things. And then in turn, I think you respect them, they're going to respect you back. So there's going to be a little leeway where you're allowed to do a little bit extra, but not that far. But do your research, find out about where you're going to be, so you know. And if you're not sure, ask somebody when you're there. Hey, we want to do this.
Well,
you can. Certain people are right to ask. And
some of the
people
stories
are not.
I've heard, asking usually doesn't end as well as you think it does.
Yeah, but
unfortunately,
you got to be. You better find the right person to ask. But look it up and do your research and do things correctly.
The other problem is this is a major sporting event, and sadly, not even just Americans, because some of those English folk, holy crap, they like to drink for these motherfuckers. And
your camera went bleh.
Well, yeah, because my camera's currently on a fan, Jesse?
No, I just went bleh.
Yeah, but
you can shake it.
Yeah, but anyway, I mean, Jesse, your thoughts? I guess. I mean,
So here's the thing.
Let me phrase it like this: what are your realistic thoughts for this?
Well, so I will say this, right? So. Would I do it if I could afford it? Yes. But boy, I would be a little leery.
Yeah.
Now there to give I can't believe I'm saying this. To give them some credit, like the Saudi government / Prince, who is a murderer, but it is what it is at this point. So is the American government. So
I mean, I really hate to say this. We're not much better.
If the boot fits. Great movie. There has been progression.
Yes.
To be better.
Yes.
There has been a concerted effort to be more open arms.
Yes.
And so you cannot take that away from them. And like even this press conference, like he sent his international VP of entertainment.
Yeah.
The Prince did not go.
Right.
So there's a concerted effort to show I don't need to be at everything. This is for the fans. This is for people who want to come visit us. Like we're open armed. And I will give credit to you. Like I've always told people, you can, people are still going to, stand on their glass tins of nothing. But if someone's given a concerted effort to show you that they're trying to be better, you should at least give it a chance, even if you're leery. and you can still protect yourself. He's trying to fix it so you don't have to do that.
All right, cool.
Yeah, just leave it there.
Then you give it a chance. Now, like, I saw one online where, like, somebody had asked Denise Salcedo if she would go. She was like, I will not go. As a woman, I don't think I could ask her to go.
Right.
If you're a former Muslim woman, do not go.
If you're MVP, don't go.
Well, luckily, he doesn't work for the company anymore. And because remember, like I told people, let's break it down. Sami Zayn could not originally go to Saudi Arabia, not because he didn't want to, and there was that, but it was because he is Armenian, and he could have been killed for going back in the day.
Literally.
So
until the fans literally decided.
Well, it wasn't really the fans. The prince kind of opened up. He opened up the relationships with the rest of the Muslim countries.
Yep.
And so, the entertainment guys said, no, please have Sami, because they know he's Muslim. And the fans love him.
Yes.
And of course, we've seen the last 2 times the reaction he gets. He's beloved there.
He's also not, and again, I'm not even relating this just to Islamic people, but like he's also not a very pushy person. He knows that his faith is not a Western faith, even though he lives mostly in a Western area.
Well, sure.
And he's very respectful of everything.
And so,
just a great human being, folks.
It's one of those things with Saudi Arabia mania. Here's the big concern.
Yeah.
More than anything, like I told people,
they're gonna book The Rock.
Let me get to that. So let's push some of the travel restrictions. Thank you, TKO, for not fucking reading the room. Because, by the way, like I said, Vince was going to try to do this anyway.
Yeah.
So let's push this to the side.
Let's also push to the side that Vince is somehow fucking a saint in this scenario.
He's
still the guy who started this whole thing.
That's all bullshit.
You want to know why some dude in a robe and a bushy beard showed up?
I really need Jonathan Coachman to get his fucking face out of Vince McMahon's ass.
Yeah, no. Coachman hasn't needed Vince for like 10 years. Why all of a sudden is he back?
Well, I guess Massa, he needs Massa to let him into the house again. So here's the thing. Here's the big thing. I'm scared for the booking. Now, we've been blessed the last couple Saudi shows.
Yeah.
Because they've basically allowed Triple H to book as he normally would.
Yeah.
Because, like I keep telling people, most of that fandom watches.
Right.
Most of that fandom just watches WWE on a weekly basis.
But the problem is, and I'm going to speak to your point, and then I'll let you finish, is the one report that they have been willing to say, here are blank checks to get certain people. Everyone's like, well, that's just a report. I'm like, oh, no, I believe that.
Well, remember,
because the first couple of Saudi shows,
they had the fat fucking, because the Saudi prince didn't believe Yokozuna had been fucking dead for almost 20 years. And so they had to hire a different fat guy to go look like Yokozuna in the Greatest Royal Rumble. Like, bro, he's dead. Luckily, Roman Reigns understood, because I'm like, if he would have been offended, he had every right to be. Like, my big brother / big uncle is dead.
And he has been for a while.
He's been dead for a while. Uncle Rodney's gone. So that's what concerns me more than anything. And then, of course, here's the thing. In WWE, I mean, I know Triple H is probably not a fucking fan of it, because he's a girl dad.
Yeah.
They are safe in the gear that they're forced to wear.
Mm-hmm.
Let me make that clear. They are safe. But it's also restricting, and I don't mean that to be like
it's hot as fuck.
They have to show their titties all the time. No, it's just movement is restricting in those suits.
Yeah,
Charlotte has talked about it,
and
Lexi
it's WrestleMania,
has talked about it.
And it's WrestleMania, which means unlike every single fucking
They're gonna
pay-per-view
be
in
longer
AEW,
matches.
it's a 15 to 20 minute slot.
So like, now you're actually kind of putting your gals in some danger.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see.
Yeah.
Like I said, I didn't hate the decision to go back to Vegas for WrestleMania. I'm like, to be honest, if it became WrestleMania's home most of the time, I wouldn't be fucking shocked. TKO likes to operate out of Vegas. That's fine. But like,
not to mention like half of America always talks about wanting to travel to Vegas anyway.
And everyone, I must say, everyone always wants to go to Vegas, so whatever.
Yeah,
that's not a big deal.
Yeah,
but this one's gonna be tough in 2 years
well, but see, Jesse. Okay, so all right, let me throw this out to you right now. Let me just throw this question to you. Do you think, and your honest opinion, is TKO gonna have a bit of a wake up call after WrestleMania 43? Is there gonna be a big?
If this thing is like only 60% full, yeah, because it would be the first. We're not gonna lose money on Mania next year.
No.
Put that shit to bed. Everyone, you bitch about them going back to Vegas, but I bet you a lot of you are waiting for the tickets to drop.
Oh yeah.
So let's stop there.
Yeah.
People don't understand the travel restrictions to Saudi Arabia are fucking abhorrent.
You think you hate traveling from New York to LA on a 4-hour flight? It ain't nothing compared to what the type of security you got to go through to get on Air Saudi.
Everyone will tell you China has some of the most. Brittany Griner will tell you China has some of the most restricted fucking traveling measures. They're not as bad as fucking Saudi Arabia's.
No.
And that says a lot.
Yeah.
So
anyway, moving on to a couple other things here, folks. So, Jesse, I got a quick question for you. I've seen so many reports, and actually most of them point to one thing. Does Andrade want to wrestle for anyone anymore?
So, new updates as we are live. He's ghosted them for weeks, apparently.
Right.
He's ghosted them, which is why on live events, Ray Phoenix was tagging with LA Knight. I'm supposed to be doing a single story right now. But they kind of paused it because they were trying to figure out what's going on with Andrade.
Right.
Now, of course, you kind of want to wait to hear from his side, but let's put this out there. Because a lot of people are like, well, he could always go back to AEW, because apparently Sean talked to a representative of AEW. He was like, listen, the bridge was never completely burned, but he seemed to be pretty much done here. Like, he didn't want to be here.
No.
But, I'm guessing the person said, if he came to talk to Tony, I'm sure he would be hired back. But here's the thing, Andrade. If you went back, I still don't think you're going to be in their main event scene.
So, are the lights on that camera?
Just the red one.
So, which means it is operating, but so I don't even know if going back to AEW is an option for him. Listen, we don't know what kind of effect the divorce took on him.
Right.
I don't know if he believes maybe he's being held back because of that.
Yeah.
And I would have a hard time believing that.
When I saw the first, and we're going to talk about Unreal here a little later in the show. When I saw the Charlotte Tiffany situation in Unreal, I really got the sense of she is a player with some push, or some pull, I should say, but she's not running the show.
And Triple H seems like a nip it in the butt kind of guy. He don't like shit lingering. So,
you think Nikki and John talk backstage? Probably not.
Actually, from everything everyone has said, they're fine.
Probably. Because John not only has a lovely, beautiful relationship outside of it, he realizes, wow, she's just a fucking beating piece of shit. Anyway.
She's crazy. She's just crazy.
I also love how she fucking sat out there and she openly puts out how much money she owes in child support, and then she goes like, woe is me. It's like, bitch, the judge sided with your ex-husband for a reason.
Said you were the abuser.
Just say it.
That's neither here nor there. Let's go back to this. So,
yeah.
I find it...
And by the way, Nikki Bella, there's a microphone right over there if you'd like to join us and explain your side.
I find it astonishing he got released.
But there's been no official WWE confirmed. Or they just put him in the alumni section. They've not said he's not there.
I will kind of believe SRS. Like
well, that's fair.
He's basically been told, dude's gone.
Yeah.
If word gets out that he just decided to ghost the company, I mean, maybe fucking AEW brings him back. I don't know. I don't, like I told people, I would not foresee New Japan working with him because they're not going to work with anyone that's that fucking professional.
If you ghost New Japan, they don't just say, hey, we're not going to work with you anymore. They fucking shame you.
You ask Brock Lesnar.
What happens?
What happens if you think you're going to disrespect New Japan? And then when he spooks you, you'll realize that's not a place you go and disrespect anyone.
No.
Because they still believe in, well, you must not need your arm. So, I don't know what the fuck is going on here. And I hope he's going to be okay.
Yeah.
Mentally and whatever's going on.
Yeah.
Because this is one of Triple H's guys.
Yeah.
Like, why are you going to the company? Like, listen. After I've now listened to enough of. I've listened to enough of the former release wrestlers.
Yeah.
To understand there is a business side to WWE / TKO. And then there's a Triple H side.
Now, pause on that because I think the other thing that I'm sick and tired of hearing, not from some of the good people, let's say the Baileys, the Charlottes, the Alexa Blisses, Jesse, there's a certain section of former NXT Black and Gold that is no longer with the company that has to understand, and this is in my opinion the age bracket or it's the generation of like, Jesse, Triple H was able to be Papa H day in and day out because Vince McMahon was still fucking in charge of the main roster and he was stuck in NXT. But now when he's got to deal with everything on a daily and nightly basis, he's not got the same kind of time anymore.
Right.
So to sit there and say he changed, no, he just got more responsibility, which doesn't mean you changed as a person. It means that your business relationships and your personal relationships sometimes are not exactly on the same footing as they were prior. Triple H has not changed from the same Papa H. He's just more responsible now for 2 shows for a larger roster. He's not there day to day telling you how your shit works. Right. That's what Shawn Michaels is for. That's what the producers are for.
I will say this.
And by the way, it's not like Triple H has a whack producing staff.
No, they're excellent.
They're TNA.
They are that, too. I will say this, too, right? Because I pushed Ronda Rousey's comments to the side. Nonchalant bitch.
Go to AEW. Yeah, that'll work out well for you, sweetie.
She's fucking stupid. What I also don't get, right, is especially in Andrade's case, why not just go to the man? Why not?
Like something's wrong with that, or
it is what it is.
Whatever.
It is what it is. We're moving on.
We got a show.
Yeah.
And here's the worst part, right?
Yeah.
Is he's probably thinking they're not going to get me where I wanted to be, blah 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 blah. So I just why say anything, right?
Yeah. But
you fucked yourself because we literally just heard the same thing about like fucking Finn Balor. Finn Balor's all over the show,
everywhere.
We heard the same thing about maybe AJ Styles is unhappy with his booking, or maybe not.
Also, Jesse, here's the thing. Once again, you know how Jim Cornette will always tell people, and he said it a lot during the CM Punk thing. Sometimes you can and this is a Vince line. Sometimes you can kayfabe yourself. If you go to WWE's official YouTube page, you know what they show? The entirety of AJ Styles' rant.
Correct.
They wouldn't do that if AJ went off script and told the company to go fuck themselves.
Correct.
And was unprofessional.
Correct.
They don't promote you being unprofessional. They fucking put you on ice.
They wanted to try some shit right now. It looks like it's working. Now we'll see what happens on Raw. But
also, by the way, You know what? I know we're on a different topic, but we need to just get this out of the way because I don't want our show to waste any more time on it than it is. The dude's almost 50. He doesn't want to do this until he's 60.
Right.
He's not going to go sign for AEW for 2 years to do whatever the fuck they're going to have him do because of some fucking Jesse, this is I heard someone say this, and it fucking made me roll on the floor laughing. He's like, someone said, well, AJ's unfulfilled in wrestling. Motherfucker, what?
AJ's not living in his mom's basement, so maybe self-reflect a little bit, dude. AJ's pretty good.
Somebody literally said...
Yeah, he's doing great, I think.
Somebody literally said AJ needs to go to AEW to fulfill this whatever. And I'm like, AJ Styles is a Hall of Famer in 3 companies. He is a multi-time world's heavyweight champion around the world.
Check.
He's done everything.
I'm confused. Fulfill?
Yeah, it does, yeah.
What does he need to fulfill?
Jesse, people think the AEW world title is like the peak right now.
I love Hangman. Well, get the fuck out of here.
Well, as Jesse, as he did say, the look of the AEW belt, it's a beautiful belt. I agree, it is a beautiful belt, but
best looking title in professional
You
wrestling.
hate the Wing Championship over in New Japan.
But
we get it.
It's like
You mean the Divas Championship.
Yeah.
What is it? The third?
Shame on you,
Third?
New Japan. Shame.
Was it the second or third highest regarded championship belt?
The AEW world title?
Yeah, it's number 3 or number 4.
First of all, it's held by Please Hang Me, Adam Page. So no one gives a shit. Sorry, but that is one thing that I will say Jim Cornette is 100% right. He is not bringing people to the television. Get over it. I don't care what anyone wants to say.
Okay, so it's a top 5 championship belt.
Sure, we'll go with that because Tony's got money. But no. What does AJ Styles still have to prove to anyone in this business?
Not a damn thing.
Not to mention the fact, who in AEW, outside of Maxwell Jacob Freeman, is on the overall all-time wrestling ability of an AJ Styles?
Not damn anyone.
So unless
Besides Swerve.
Yeah.
Swerve would be the other one.
But the problem is that what?
That's
AJ's going to leave and then wait 6 months for Swerve, work 3 months, and then retire?
Swerve is almost 40, by the way.
You want to repeat that?
He is up there?
You want to repeat that?
Really?
Swerve is almost 40.
Oh, wow.
Guys,
I thought he was younger.
Guys, AJ Styles has said 2 things in the last 5 years of WWE. A, I don't want to be doing this when I'm 50.
Right.
B, I want to go home and watch my kids play a little high school ball here and there, yada, yada. And then C, something I would like to maybe do in the future is exactly what Bobby Roode and all my friends from 20 years ago are doing. Road agents produce a match. And AJ Styles is so legendary, he could pull an Undertaker ain't working full time.
No.
Undertaker, once in a while, if it's like a Worlds Collide big thing, comes out and helps out with the creative. But AJ Styles, at this point, the way he lives in fucking, Georgia, he could fucking sit there and just be a redneck the rest of his life and live off that legacy.
Yeah.
But dude, them WWE legacy checks, pretty fucking nice.
They're pretty good.
But it's just, no, guys.
No matter how much Ric Flair bitches about it.
Well, no, Ric Flair needs to stop drinking as much as he does per day, and then maybe he'd have a little more money. But anyway, no. So we're going to put that to bed before we move on.
AJ's almost 80.
Right? AJ Styles.
What is wrong with that guy, Leroy?
I don't know, man. Rick's got some problems.
No idea.
But anyway, this will be the last we speak on it until new news comes out.
MJF
we sit there and talk about
like the sweetest person when he's not in character, when he's trying to make sure he's not in character.
Yeah.
MJF, let Richard Fleer be a fucking warning of like...
Don't live the gimmick the whole life.
Don't live it.
Yeah, don't do it.
What is he doing?
I don't know. But anyway, to finish this up, AJ Styles... Until AJ Styles decides to take everything...
He's fucking 80.
Yeah. Unless AJ Styles decides to take back every word he's said over the last 5 years about his future.
I doubt it.
And I highly doubt it because, I mean, he even said to Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows in that car ride one time, this is my last contract. Then he added a year because he wanted to do a little more stuff. Like, no, we're moving on from that. But back to what we were doing. No, it's just...
Well, stuff with Dom is so good.
What the fuck would be the point of him going to AEW?
Because the sickos think this is where the best have to wrestle. I don't fucking know. We'll get to them in a little bit. But anyway,
where the best have to wrestle. It's funny, Leroy. I had been told.
Yes.
Before last year.
Yeah.
Bryan Danielson was good.
Yeah.
And then he did All In. And he basically had to fucking retire.
Yep.
And now he's...
So somebody fucking lied to me.
And now he's bitching about how the travel just to do guest commentary is too much on his neck.
Somebody fucking lied to me. Right. And it's not just Bryan Danielson.
And here's the thing. After that comment, I literally said I'm done with Bryan Danielson until he's
somebody fucking lied. Now
would have been insane if he was still with
I do
WWE?
not believe his wife. There is no fucking way, Bree, that Triple H would not allow you back. That's ridiculous.
He brought back your less talented sister.
Now she had more accolades than Bree, but still.
Well, that's because she was the sister willing to.
Well, she's trying to throw out there. Oh, they won't.
Well, she can do that now. She's not married.
They won't let me do anything because Bryan's in AEW, and I'm just like,
I don't get
bullshit.
So Selena wasn't constantly on WWE television while her husband was over there in AEW. Charlotte
time I checked,
Charlotte wasn't a top woman in there.
Rhea Ripley is considered one of the top 3 stars on their roster.
Yes.
Her man works in AEW.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
For now.
Yes.
So
that's gonna change.
You keep getting buried like that, you might just go to Tony Khan and be like, I'm out.
So
he just might not stop talking to him, and then he would be gone.
In the words of the Hurricane, Bree, what's up with that?
Also, by the way, how many times was Bayley filmed, pictured, seen, reported at an AEW event to support Mercedes?
In
and yet
disguise.
Bayley was
4
always
times.
and yet Bayley was consistently still on WWE television.
Yeah. They don't fucking care.
JoJo
Michin
sang at in all fairness to Michin, we don't even know if her husband still works at AEW.
For now,
he's still alive, right?
But he's healthy.
He's healthy.
He's still alive?
He just put out a video in a wrestling ring. He's ready to go.
Tony's got a bunch of toys he forgot were in the box. Oh, wait, Jesse, I forgot. He put it in the box labeled different color.
It doesn't say different color.
And
it says black.
Okay.
Is it in a box that says don't open till February? I mean, I'm sorry to say that, but
that's what. Why do you think Swerve promotes the company so much?
Because
he's the love. You don't want to get put in the black person box. He knows what that black person box is.
I'm sorry. One of the greatest moments I've ever had on this show was Jesse live remembering in February a fucking Rampage was all the black people who weren't on Dynamite.
That shit was crazy.
That was a little fucked up.
That's still one of the greatest segments I've ever had the pleasure of being a part of.
That was crazy. I'm like, that is the most racist, non-racist shit I've ever seen in my life. So you couldn't put brothers and sisters on your main show. You put them on the hour show no one gives a fuck about.
And they were all there.
All of them.
Yes.
In different segments.
Nah, bro, I got a problem with that. Nah, bro.
But anyway, no.
Fucked up.
But anyway, no. That statement by Brian.
Oh, by the way, stop talking about Kamala Harris like he's being mistreated because of his race. Isn't he now getting a title shot against Sami Zayn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's back in NXT because it's called Homecoming.
Correct.
A lot of people went back.
But Carmelo is now getting a United States Championship match.
He deserves a shot.
Definitely. At WrestlePalooza. Okay, well, I think
I don't know if he's
done with
gonna
this conversation.
Is it at WrestlePalooza?
Yep.
He's 25.
Right.
Guys, can you allow them to continue? Dude, he's a megastar.
Oh, they haven't updated it yet.
Yeah. It's either WrestlePalooza or following that.
It's not. They don't have, as of right now, Wikipedia.
Yeah.
They do not have
We'll look up,
U.S. Championship match.
We'll look up Carmelo Hayes versus Sami Zayn, see if it gives you a date. Anyway, but Jesse, that comment alone made me say, until he's officially at home with the kids, I'm done with Bryan Danielson. You can say that you like to lie, and that's a funny little thing that you always bring up, but like, stop fucking talking about how your neck is in pain because they fly you out just to have you sit there and talk. Like, enough. We get it. For some strange reason, you won't get over the fact that you, Bryan Danielson, because of how good you were and because of all the goodwill you made with us, because of everything, you think you know how professional wrestling is supposed to go. Bryan, whether you like it or not, Vince had a perverse entertainment way of doing it. He thinks more like the promoters of past. He did. Why won't people start to understand that Vincent Kennedy McMahon, in a much more entertainment, perverse way, was producing what wrestling was? Wrestling was never go to a fucking tiny place, beat the shit out of each other, and then when you get to a slightly bigger place, do it again. It was go to the tiny place, run an angle, get them to pay for it. I love Ring of Honor. Not this Ring of Honor. This Ring of Honor.
The original Ring of Honor.
This Ring of Honor is no good.
This Ring of Honor gives me, apparently, a bug. Anyway.
And stomach pains, probably. Oh, wait a minute. That's your groin.
Yeah. Anyway. But no. I love Ring of Honor. But looking back, and I had to fight so many people on this. And I know someone right now who's a big old school Ring of Honor guy who by the way, is on record saying, Ring of Honor is dead. Please let it die. Stop doing this. Yada, yada. He won't admit to that because he's a fan of a certain billionaire. But anyway, I had to fight with this for years. Guys, we have to stop pretending that just because guys have great matches, that they are on the same level as the dudes in the big company. We have to stop pretending that pro wrestling was, I am at a bingo hall in Poughkeepsie, let me put on the best match I've ever had in my life, and then I can sit there and say, if I go out on that. Really? But what if you did that and you went out in the Hammerstein Ballroom? That seems like a bigger deal to me.
There we go. Yeah. Sami Zayn, Carmelo Hayes, this Friday.
Got it.
On SmackDown he has a open U.S. challenge like
either way, Jesse's point stands. He's getting a title shot.
Correct.
But anyway,
I don't think he's going to win, but hey.
But anyway, no, guys, I had to fight this for years, and the same way Jesse's had to deal with toxic Gaijin fans, I had to deal with those ROH people. Was like, guys, we can love this, we can enjoy it, but to pretend that we are doing this the right way and it's going to be sustainable for the next 10 years, it doesn't make any sense. It's not worth pretending.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And I don't and I don't care about the cameras anymore. Cut them.
No. You keep going.
Yeah. But it's like what I'm saying.
You unplugged it too.
But anyway, but it was like what I'm saying is this: is that Ring of Honor had its place, but the downturn of Ring of Honor was the same thing that was the downturn of New Japan. It's weird. All the other companies end up mimicking each other except for WWE. They're always like on this island by themselves.
Right.
Is Jesse, what hurts New Japan is every couple of years they have to redo the roster.
Right.
Because guys get burnt out.
Right.
This legendary style that makes people like Bryan and Eddie Kingston stand up and say, I want to be that. Jesse, it fucks with people. It fucks them up. And it shortens your ability to do this.
What I don't understand, because yes, of course, there's a lot of great matches in AEW, yes.
Yeah.
But like, what I don't understand, even knowing about these great matches, is like, if it's, you still have to hook people in.
Yeah. And keep them.
The whole point of the business is to make money. Why are you guys fighting about this match and these guys suck? And it was like, wait a minute. But the point of the business, listen, you can be mad at TKO, and I'm top guy on that. But like, WWE makes fucking money, and that's the point of the business. Oh, to be fair, New Japan makes a shit ton of money. That's the point of the business. So, like...
And they have good stories. They have stuff that makes you want to come back and watch.
Sometimes.
Leroy.
Most of the time,
Leroy,
they do.
I love you. I've now been helping our show by digging deep. New Japan's got a weird booking situation.
Right now, New Japan's in a weird place.
They're weird. They have a different style of crowd than like the U.S.
It's not the crowd.
No, it's not the crowd, Leroy.
So who's smoking what over there?
It's not about that.
It's not about who's smoking.
It's that they don't have stars.
It's not that they don't have stars.
They do have stars over there.
I think
it's not who you think they are.
I think.
Oh, okay.
I think
I throw around Jesse to let me know.
I think the women have finally surpassed the men in Japan.
Oh.
Well, hey man, Stardom's got a loaded roster right now.
It's great if you're a fan of wrestling because you're like, it's really cool to see the women get this much shine.
Oh yeah.
But then you watch New Japan, and you're like, maybe they should like twerk, like do something.
The guys twerk.
Like do something,
right? But anyway, no.
I don't know if that will get him anything.
But no. So that's my whole thing. Is like I don't understand what goes on right now with certain people. Andrade ghosting people. That's not gonna look good for you if that's the case.
Whatever.
Going back to AEW, Jesse, that to me that's 60-40 Tony in him we'll never get along again. Because Jesse, no, hold on. Okay. Let's take devil's advocate for 5 seconds for Andrade. He wants to go back. He and Tony make up, whatever. Jesse, it's still the same guy doing the same shit. He's just gonna ice you again.
Correct.
For arguably more money.
Correct.
Because at this point, guys, ladies and gentlemen, if I could tell you guys how many hours I have to sit up with Jesse Stowe and calm him down that the House of Black, all this stuff, that Julia Hart, that they just continue to get used in the weirdest fucking ways and aren't on their way to WWE anytime soon.
I do agree with that.
If I had to tell you guys how many hours I have to tell Jesse to sort of take a deep breath, it is what it is, and Jesse go on, nah, man, nah, and then give that famous sigh of just like, nah, man, they're being wasted in this stuff, and it's like Brody King isn't even working with the two people he's been working with for the last 3 years.
No, he has a new partner this time.
One's hurt, but Julia was doing some cool shit, and then out of nowhere, she's in random squash matches. It's the same guy.
I don't understand.
It's the same guy.
Oh, it is. It's
Leroy,
it's messed up. Yes.
Leroy, do me a favor and get up that Worlds Collide card, please.
Oh, yes, I do have it.
All right.
Let's see here. Oh, no, wait a minute. Give me 1 sec. I had 2 other ones up.
This is Jesse's thing of last week. Is like, Leroy, good God, what are you clicking out of?
I'm clicking out of everything.
It's fucking porn sites?
No, I don't watch porn when I do this broadcast.
Thank you.
Did he say when he does the broadcast?
No, he says when he does the podcast.
You sick fuck.
No, I don't do that while I do the podcast.
Did your fridge shut? I didn't hear a slam.
Yeah, it's fine.
All right, cool. But anyway, no. So as we move forward into that, no, Jesse.
I do that on my free time. What are you talking about?
No, Jesse. The other thing for me is
Sick,
I'm watching these Worlds Collide.
I'm not sick.
And before we get to the actual,
I cut it up when you're ready.
Yeah. So before we get to the card, Jesse, you said it was going to happen. The fans in Mexico, unlike what the internet said, were not displeased with the results.
No.
But there's a new AAA mega champion.
It's Dominic Mysterio.
And his last name is Mysterio.
It ain't even about his last name. It's about the first name.
Dirty Dom.
This nigga sold out a AAA show.
Yes.
I can't believe it.
And not only that, the fans actually turned on Vikingo.
Yes.
They fucking loved this moment.
They were booing the hell out of him. It's crazy.
Well, the fans were booing Vikingo because they were mad that he was beating Dom.
No, they were booing him before he even came out.
Well, yeah, because they turned on Vikingo. They want Dom.
Oh yeah, the crowd. I'm glad they did what they did.
Jesse, you did something that led to this. You started this, sir.
Yes, you did. We appreciate you, Jesse.
You did this, Jesse.
I want to apologize to Rey Mysterio.
Hey, can I ask a question?
He doesn't deserve this.
Have you gotten that check yet?
Well, no, Dom hasn't signed yet. Jesse can't go on the rant until Dom signs.
You haven't got that sign for Dirty Dime yet?
I apologize to Angie Mysterio.
Hey,
I didn't realize these things were going to happen.
She saw this heel of Dom before Ray did.
Leroy, thank you.
Yeah.
But I love you, but like we need Jesse to get this out. Otherwise we can't move
I'll stop.
Yeah.
I apologize to Roman Reigns. When you were powerbombing him to his death, you should have finished the job, nigga. This is partially your fault. You should have finished the job. And now we're stuck with him. We're stuck with Dirty Dom.
Is also Edge at fault too?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had part of that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I brought him up. I apologize.
I'm not calling you Cope ever. I care if that is your actual last name.
You got to cope with what he did. Oh my God.
Yeah, he should.
Yeah.
Should have just whooped his little ass. Here's the thing. Congrats to Dirty. He's going to be fucking world heavyweight champion next year, isn't he?
Well, right now he's a dual champion of the second largest belt in the company outside of both world titles.
Yeah, but he's
the champion in Mexico.
He started to become the third most popular male on the fucking WWE roster, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do agree with that. I mean, this
Dominic Mysterio.
This shows what he could
in 2025 is the AAA Mega Champion, and I don't give a fuck what anyone wants to tell me. Oh, WWE putting their guys in charge. The fans asked for this. The AAA fans wanted this.
I think it would have been very bad for them if Dom would have lost. I think it would have been bad.
The fans in Mexico.
They might have killed. Well, they're in Vegas.
Well,
and their fans came over.
Seriously, no, Leroy. Anything southwest down, just call it Mexico.
All right.
It basically was at one point anyway.
Well, they had a lot.
I don't give a fuck what anyone wants to tell me. I went to Tucson many times in my life, more Mexicans than anybody else.
Oh, okay.
And you know what? Didn't care. Good food. But anyway.
Damn right.
I cannot believe.
Yes.
I can't believe.
Yes.
Well, that's the hard part.
Yeah.
I'm disgusted.
You're disgusted.
I'm disgusted in the Mexican people. I'm disgusted in myself.
They
disgusted.
Dirty Dom their hero.
Let's get this out of the way. You're disgusted with the Jets.
Well, they always disgust. Well, this week they damn sure disgusted me.
Do we have to say that because we already know?
It's therapy. Cheer for therapy.
Go fuck yourself.
I'm a Vikings fan, just I understand.
If I could spit on myself for booing this man, I would do it.
Yeah.
I started this 2.5 years ago.
And that was a...
I also want to point something out to our fans.
That was a beautiful moment.
Before Leroy tries to be nice about it, I want the fans to understand. That is not lore on this show, like Leroy being 1.1 million years old. That is actually a fact.
St. Paul show.
That Jesse Snow broke Dominic Mysterio.
The first time he starts to get booed was me.
Yes.
And then probably Matthew started joining in.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Like as soon as he picked up the mic, I was, bah!
Zach.
And then the state of Minnesota joined in your revelry.
Because he's such a little shit.
Yeah.
We still haven't calculated my real age yet, so that's still there.
Again, two sentences too late. I love you. Go ahead, Jesse.
Let me let you know something, you beautiful little troll.
Gnome.
This is your fault too.
What?
Because you exist. I cannot fucking believe the Mexican, and American people booed Vikingo.
I was not booing Vikingo. I was rooting for him.
But you're a casual, so that's the problem.
Yes, I am right now, but I'm becoming more of a AAA fan now.
Mexico kind of cheered for Alberto Patron. That one, I don't know. But
yeah, I'm still not happy about that one.
Congratulations to Dirty Dom. I'm disgusted in Conan too. Your fat ass should have left the commentary table when he started disrespecting Rey Mysterio and whooped his little ass. What are we doing?
Making Dominic Mysterio the biggest draw in two countries.
And I blame Triple H. Who told you to put that Intercontinental Championship on him? I didn't say it.
Wait a minute. How was his response in Canada?
Probably
Canada loves it. Leroy.
I'm just looking.
Leroy.
Yes.
What is Canada called in the wrestling world?
Well, you guys call it Bizarre Land. I call it people who really love ham.
And maple syrup.
I mean,
if the boot fits.
Don't forget of maple syrup.
the boots?
If the boot fits.
Das Boots?
Das Boot.
We're not talking about drinking beer.
Oh, God.
When you start to sound like the, like sense on the show, we've gone off the rails.
I cannot believe this nigga won. And it's my fault.
Hey.
I have too much power.
Jesse, it is okay. You are forgiven. It's all right.
No, he's not. What is? You are not allowed to say he's forgiven when Dirty Dominic Mysterio is still holding the championship.
I mean, look what he did to poor Liv Morgan. She was such a
my lovely Faith
girl.
doesn't believe that.
We don't care about your
Jesse,
faith. We care about the Mexican championship. Good Lord, man, stop.
I'm just trying.
And by the way, who the fuck is this tall dude who calls himself El Americano? Okay? First of all...
Well, it's not Luke the Kaiser. He was standing next to him.
AI is a real thing. Now, let me
and it still could be Chad Gable. They're
Are you...
saying,
Hold on. Pause. Are you sure AI is real? Because for some strange reason, Leroy actually looks like that.
AI is real. He's just an anomaly of ugly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love you. Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, it's...
I'm contractually obligated to not love you.
I'm
so.
embracing. Well, the camera's messed up. They won't see you anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Friday night was rough for me. Because everyone who didn't want this to happen went, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
You did this.
Yeah.
And I went, wait a minute. I told you niggas to boo the nigga. I didn't say cheer for him.
Apparently.
Well, they didn't hear you in Mexico.
Well, Jesse, you're from New York. You're not from Texas. Your Spanish is not great.
Well, it's terrible.
It's terrible. Do you know some Spanish?
It's worse than JBL's. And we know his history with Mexico.
Well, yeah, but JBL knew who DiManito was before any of us did.
Oh, God.
He was scared like a little girl.
And the iguana still won.
WWE's going to book that match.
And the iguana still... By the way, what the fuck was it eating underneath the ring? It DiManito came back from underneath the ring and looked like it had to puke. What the fuck was it eating?
What was in the bag with it?
Well, this is
what was in the bag?
Well, this is Mexico, so
DiManito
cocaine
was in the bag, but there's
it's
something
Vegas,
else.
So crack. So yeah, DiManito,
is iguana on
Let's get to the results before we go off the rails, but you know what? Welcome to AAA.
You know, and I am beginning to love AAA more and more every time I see it. All right, Jesse.
We have a main event to get to, so, you know.
All right.
Oh, and the White Sox showed up. We'll get to that.
Yeah.
Oh, that was fucking
Read
awesome.
the results, you
All right.
fucking squirrel.
We had a lucha... I love you, Zach, maybe. All right. First matchup was a lucha showcase with 8-man tag with, let's see here.
La Parca. See, I'm fucking up my Spanish.
Sagrada.
Yep. Mascarina Sagrada.
And the
Aztec Warriors.
With the Laredo Kid and Octagon Jr. Masquerade, the little dude, he was awesome. But they defeated the LWO with Lino Dorado and Mini.
I want to say Dorado, but...
Lindsay Dorado.
Lindsay
He's a former
Dorado.
WWE guy.
Mini Abrazo Negro by pinfall.
You know, Jesse, before we move on, this is the part people have to understand. You don't get to compare two things just because we give one side crap when one side has years upon years upon years of just multi-man fucking chaos, and Tony Khan throws a bunch of dudes together who haven't seen each other in fucking 6 months. Like, folks, there's a difference between years and years of cultural stuff and Tony Khan's checkbook.
Yes.
There's a difference.
And
one of them buys cocaine, one of them smuggles it. Anyway.
It says it to him. No, me and Claire was watching this match. I said, Claire, what? Check out these little guys. And they got in there. She's
but
like,
Mexican wrestling, more than any other style, is for the kids.
I know. And she absolutely.
This is exactly what you want.
She loved it. And her
Well,
job.
Parker Jr.
Besides, Leroy, you
Yes.
broke the #1 rule in Mexican wrestling.
What's that?
This wasn't an 8-man tag. This was a 3.5-person tag match.
Well, it says 8-man tag, so they incorrectly put it up.
The
on
Americans
Victor-
don't understand
All right.
this.
But no, Claire was amazed.
The
and so
midget is half a person.
I know. But Claire was amazed at the skill, and so was I, of these guys
Bro, I tell people
Wow.
all the time, and I'm
I
being
love
serious, because, by the way,
And Parker is not as fat as his dad.
no, he's not. But
He still is awesome.
But also, let me say this, because every time someone comes into the
And he's a great
store
dancer, too.
and he turns around and he and he wears a
My
shirt
guy.
that says
I
this,
love it.
guys, midget wrestling is legitimately a thing. Like, I mean, it's called midget wrestling,
yeah.
That's right.
and they tend to be some of the best workers you'll ever see.
That's
But
right.
but anyway, no,
Micro wrestling, they call it. There's a.
stop trying to PC something when I've already called it
that's
midget
the
wrestling.
name of the promotion that.
Yeah, but
that
there's
comes
also
up here.
one just called midget wrestling.
Okay.
But anyway,
What
no.
does I call it? Lord of the Rings. Get it?
Yeah,
The
there you
dwarves?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
I like that one.
that was good.
Next match.
Yeah.
Before I embarrass myself. Next match.
That was an awesome match. Next up was a singles match determined the #1 contender for the AAA Women's Champion there. Because I'm not gonna. say
I
that name.
need more of this Natalia
Yeah.
in
Natty.
WWE.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow,
Like, holy shit.
this was awesome.
I'm like, okay, you have this Natty against fucking Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley got some problems. Yeah, I like this. I like this Natalia. Now, right now, WWE kayfabe. She's kind of the legendary person who's helping the young up and comer, which I can appreciate. But you see this, and you're like, she can still do that and be this Natalia. Like,
Yeah.
she'll be a tougher teacher.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's
But
all
like
right.
that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bring the aspects of her dad's or grandpa's dungeon.
No,
Why not?
the woman's name is Fabia Paci.
Fabia Pace, yes.
I like to call her, "Hi there, Miss New Booty."
Ah.
Bring it together and bring it back to me. Hit the Players Club for a month or two. Flip that ass around. Now show me what it do. That's from a rap song from years ago.
I know. I know that.
He doesn't.
No, I'm not. I'm white. Very white and redneck. I don't know.
You did not know. By the way, that's from a white rapper named Bubba Sparks. So
I know Mini Me.
He doesn't know what to do with himself with that information. He actually
Eminem and Vanilla Ice,
I-
the only white rappers
the
I know.
beginning of the song goes booty, 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 rocking everywhere.
also,
Vanilla Ice and Eminem, they're only white rappers I know.
Leroy, quick question, because
Oh, and the yeah.
you're from Minnesota.
Yes.
And you forget one of the weirdest but yet coolest white rappers out there right now.
Oh God.
Who's that? Oh shit.
Young Gravy's from Minnesota.
Who?
You're right.
No, that's fair.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Young Gravy.
I knew he wouldn't know Young Gravy. It's fine.
Young Gravy.
Anyway.
Unoriginal
And the
last
Beastie
name.
Boys. I mean, the only white rappers
But-
I know.
Oh, the Beastie Boys were never white.
She's not gonna win the.
They're Jewish.
She's not gonna win the Reigns championship.
You don't think she's gonna win?
I don't think she
No.
is.
Oh,
No.
I would love for Natty to win.
I would love for her to win it.
That would
too.
be awesome.
Yeah.
I don't
That's
think
going to
she
be
will.
one hell of a match.
Next match.
Their current champion, she is awesome. That's going to be one hell of a match. All right, well, this was going to be different. It was a tag team match for the AAA World Tag Team. It was going to be the New Day, but unfortunately, Xavier Woods was injured in this thing, so Grayson Waller had to step in, and they did lose.
There was, by the way, there was a Minnesota Viking reference during this match.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah, there was.
I was not ready for that.
But,
To be honest, I didn't think he fucking knew anything about the Minnesota Vikings as he's a Steelers fan, but
well, you never know. But
Well, Corey tends to know a lot more about overall things. I mean,
Sure.
for God's sakes, Corey spent an entire match between Braun Strowman and Elias trying to get Megadeth to.
oh, he did, yeah.
But
Actually, did I ever tell you that when Allison and I were sitting directly behind commentary that one time, I legitimately, right before the show was about to start, yelled, "Can someone get Corey Graves Megadeth tickets?" He turns around, looks at me, and goes, "Right."
but
It was also shortly after he made that. It was also shortly after that match. So,
but Pagano and Cycleland did come out the winners of that great tag team match. And then...
So you see, in Mexico, when they hear a piano, they think happiness is coming.
Yes.
In America, when you hear a one-note piano...
You go, shit.
Death is coming.
It's called the Black Parade, yes.
Yes.
And it does not get sung down to the ring by beautiful Gerard Way.
That's true, yes.
Wow.
That's all I can say about this. Wow.
Gerard Way, or as we like to call him, the White Snoop Dogg.
I want to say this.
Okay.
They have not felt an ass whooping like that ever.
No.
That is what the Jets took today. That was a certifiable belt to ass whooping. It was such an ass whooping that Nikki Cross got involved. They're probably losing them tag titles.
Jesse, this is what the Wyatt Six were always supposed to be.
I loved this.
This is, and by the way, so did the crowd.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yes, the crowd fucking went nuts. I went nuts at home.
I'm like, I think it's their belt collector moment. I think they're just, besides SmackDown, they're just going to start collecting championships, which is going to be fucking fun.
Is this getting? Are they going to have
both
titles,
Jesse,
or are they going to lose the SmackDown belts?
Probably
both.
Probably both. Yeah.
You're going to keep both.
This is also the moment where I realized, more so in the last 6 months, and it's weird to say this because we just had Forbidden Door, which is probably shut at this point. By the way, folks, stop talking about how the Forbidden Door, that. It's literally an ass reference, but whatever. No, straight up, more WWE-related content is happening in more companies than AEW-related content. And It's really weird because they're the ones who supposedly let you do things, and they're the ones where everything's canon, and they're the ones trying to make wrestling, more inclusive and everyone's welcome kind of thing. And yet, you got WWE and AAA. By the way, AAA's never had this big of an audience in America ever.
Right.
No.
Everyone's like, well, they're on free YouTube. The ad revenue's You don't think them motherfuckers are getting paid more for that YouTube show?
The ad revenue is beautiful.
Ask Jesse, quick question. Do you think that Mark Fishbach has a problem with his ad revenue at YouTube?
I've seen his new house. I doubt that.
Also, Leroy.
Yes.
Someday, if you ever see the clip, because it's hilarious, because it shows how genuine Mark actually is. He legitimately told Anthony from now officially back with Smosh. He literally said, "I have so much money, like so much more money than I will ever use in my entire life." And he wasn't even arrogant about it. Mark just doesn't know what to do with the amount of money he's earned in his life. He doesn't know what to do with it.
If I would get that much money, I'd be like, God damn, what am I going to do?
Well, that's the thing. No. That's where Mark is. Mark is legitimately, he's saying to himself, I don't know what to do with the amount of money that I have.
Probably blow off of a stripper's ass.
Well, that's what you would do. Mark's happily with.
Well, he's classy.
Yeah.
I'm trash.
Yeah. Yeah. Fair enough.
Here's the other thing.
It could buy you a nice bride. What are you talking about?
Let's talk about the video on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Triple H, thank you. I think you finally get it. Maybe it took you guys a minute to convince Taylor to do it. Did you see that shit? That felt like his brother cutting a promo, didn't it? And then you let Eric speak? Give me more. And by the way, I think it was their second highest viewed thing on YouTube from SmackDown. Because it's so good. And by the way, Eric is so good and soft-spoken. It's fucking intimidating because you expect him to yell all the time.
Well, he's got that Jake the Snake thing where it's like the one thing everyone always said about Jake, people paid attention to him because he whispered.
Right.
I mean, actually, that was naturally his voice, but it's like because of the way he spoke, his words rang true to so many people.
Here, I'm like, it's been kind of nice that they've been spreading the wealth of them all talking around. But I'm like, and some Wyatt fans have been saying this for a while, and I probably said it first, but amongst the Wyatt fandom, I went to a guy who kind of, big on YouTube for a lot of the Wyatt stuff, and I said, man, somebody should talk to Taylor. I'm like, because you as broken, twisted, heartbroken Bo in this scenario is a lot more fucking frightening than Uncle Howdy. And you watch that video, and like I told people, like if you remember when the first feud was them and American, not American Alpha, but it was American Alpha.
Yeah,
fuck there.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
And he's just walking to the ring, no music, and like people just like were like erupted because it's so fun. He feels different. He doesn't feel like the Believe guy anymore.
No.
More of this from Bo Dallas because he's awesome.
And also,
yes.
And also remember, raised in the business because of who his father was, and his uncle. I was getting there. Thank you, Leroy. Once again, having you here, it's almost like you're the old woman in the black hair from K-pop Demon Hunters. We don't actually need you. Nothing would change.
Bullshit.
Yeah. What the fuck was that? Tell me that was on camera.
No.
Fuck. Anyway, no.
It might have been on yours.
On mine.
Yeah. But no, Jesse, it's almost like because being raised in the family, he realizes the point of the business is to just be on TV as often as they are, do as many different things as they are. Jesse, the point was never to get this group to all be world champions someday. It was just to get them on television.
But maybe him and Triple H had to come back to the writing board a little bit.
Yeah.
And probably one of the reasons they were off TV for so long, besides his injury, which I fucking hated, but and be like, dude, you gotta feature more.
I don't know who the direct producer would be to the Wyatt Six
Most
stuff.
of the time, apparently Triple H is very hands-on in the Wyatt Six stuff.
No. I understand
Producing
that,
the matches
but
and the stuff on SmackDown or what?
No. I don't know who Triple H has selected to be the direct agent to this.
I believe it's Rob Fee.
Is Rob Fee now officially an agent?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So
I believe Triple H and Rob Fee are insanely hands-on on
well,
this.
I would definitely say that, like you said, Jesse, where the line that wrestling can still blur, which is what Bray captured so eloquently in those many years. It's something that, again, coming up on the whole, gatekeeping in the metal community and the music thing and yada yada. Jesse, sometimes, like you've said in the past, this isn't for the fucking sicko diehards who want the 20-minute classics.
Well, right, no.
This is for a certain level of fan base.
Right.
And you know what? If you allow yourself to be that for 15 minutes, you're 100% right. This is fucking brilliant.
Well, it was funny, especially with the video, because they put out the video promo, which of course was talking about this, what looks like a potential breakup of the Street Profits.
Yeah.
Because these two are going, listen, we planted the seeds, but I told you maybe your brotherhood wasn't as strong. And Eric basically going, it's kind of sad to see this. Like, all we do is plant the seeds. But apparently this was always I'm like, this is fucking beautiful.
Well, we always knew, we always said eventually in the future the Street Profits were going to be we're in a separate.
Right.
We knew that.
And
was
I
gonna
think
happen
maybe
eventually.
they both feel good about doing it now because, and again, I'm not saying that I have any proof to this. I think even the fan base believes that Angelo Dawkins can survive by himself.
Yes, he can.
And I think there was a section there for a while, Jesse. And again, I'm not saying he felt this way, but there was a certain level of fandom that didn't know what was going to happen to Angelo Dawkins once this broke up.
Right.
But I think now, and call me crazy, I think now, from an overall collective standpoint, I think Angelo can survive better, depending obviously on how it's built.
Right.
But I think he has the ability to probably do more character work than I've seen Montez do. Now, Montez is good in spurts, but I've also looked at Montez and said some of his best stuff has been reactionary. He hasn't been the one to start the whole thing going. And I think that one thing I've learned about Angelo Dawkins is he's a good spark to something.
Right.
I think Angelo can spark up an idea. He can spark up a conversation that people can be interested in.
Yeah. I'm really curious of when Nikki's going to get her shot. They're doing the guys. I'm waiting. I mean,
it seems
what,
to be.
What is she going to do?
It seems to be coming soon.
Yeah,
but who's she going to go after?
I do not believe for one fucking second they're going back to Tiffany Stratton versus Nia Jax. I
hope not.
I think that's a MacGuffin. I think that's clear bullshit.
People are saying that possibly triple threat with her and Jade and Tiff.
Well, Tiff just fucking beat Jade, so that doesn't matter for a second time. So I think whatever was happening with her hovering around Tiffany this whole time it's going to happen soon.
Yeah.
Because by the way, and I said it before, there is a clip because Triple H never loved the Nikki Ash run. I think he fucking hated it because he was just like, I don't know what Vince did not get about the Nikki Cross character before.
Right.
What wasn't it Nikki's ideas?
Well, but see, no. Hold on.
No, that's fair.
No.
Pause. It was.
Yeah. No, Leroy. What you're not understanding is Jesse's not saying that it wasn't Nikki's idea and she wasn't into it. What he's saying is he doesn't know why the Nikki Ash character had to be brought to the surface because he doesn't understand why Nikki Cross didn't work.
Because Triple H didn't understand why to Vince the Nikki Cross character didn't work.
We're not saying Nikki Ash wasn't something that was successful for a period of time.
Because it worked.
We're not saying that Nikki didn't do a good job. Triple H just probably didn't. He probably didn't like it as much as the original Nikki Cross idea. Is basically what Jesse said.
Well, because for him, he was just like, I literally built a stable around a woman. It was there for you.
Right.
And then you just
Triple H
fucked it.
Or Vince tried to do something different.
Well, the problem with Vince is when you get past the moments where he was petty, he got to a point in his booking mind.
I would love to see Big Damo back, by the way.
Yeah, right. He got to a point in his booking mind of, okay, Triple H built me this, but he over gimmicked the same idea. Vince McMahon actually booked Triple H's version of NXT a lot. The problem is, Jesse, Triple H, as you always said, he found the fine line between taking it serious and blurring the line. Vince went way the fuck over the line. Vince just said, oh, I mean, Vince is the guy who would sit there and look at a pyromaniac gimmick and say, oh, he likes fire. You're a fireman now. That's legitimately
Ricochet.
what Vince was.
Aleister Black, you're a tag team now. Nigga, what? They never tagged once together. What the fuck are you doing?
They fought each other mostly in NXT.
Next match. We got so hung up there, but yeah.
Yeah, next match.
It's going to be interesting.
Well, Jesse, to be fair, I've learned, and I'm going to quote the great Bill Engvall here. You're the type of person where if we're talking about biscuits, we're going to eventually get back to biscuits. But we need to follow you on a weird fucking train ride in order to get there, and that's you when it comes to the Wyatt Six.
I love them.
That's okay.
Next match.
It's great. Oh, I loved it. Next up, we had another tag match. It was a mixed tag match with Lola Vice and Mr. Iguana defeating the Judgment Day with Finn Balor and Roxanne Perez.
And who else?
Raquel was there, too.
And who else?
Let's see here.
He
Mr.
was horribly
Iguana.
injured in the match.
Demino.
There you go, boys. All right, moving on.
Came in the bag. You spent $100.
Speaking of coming in the bag, do we need to buy Demon?
Oh, Jesse.
That's her Christmas gift. She's gonna sleep with
Jesse,
it.
straight up on a serious note, differently than Mr. Iguana since this WWE act.
So like
somebody actually in a thread tried to be the hardcore sicko and be like, man, Mr. Iguana could be doing. This is the equivalent of, well, Finn Balor should be doing.
He would do so. I'm like, he's doing a lot of what he did in New Japan and not be. And by the way, I don't like New Japan. He's actually already been a Universal Champion. So like, he's been a heavy. Clearly, still has plans for him.
Yeah, that's the one. Like, you know,
it's the Judgment Day story too. At this point,
yeah,
Liv getting hurt really probably hurt what they were trying to do.
Yeah.
Yes.
But. We'll see what's up. Next match.
Roxanne Perez in there is great.
But anyway, no. To finish up this match before you go, no. But seriously, Jesse, has anyone had a better run in AAA since WWE purchased it than Mr. Iguana? He has translated so well.
Yes.
Someone was thinking in the old Reddit. Basically, it's a
Cesspool?
Reddit thread that is like. Anything but WWE and AEW basically, is their group.
Yeah.
And they were saying at the acquisition, like, Mr. Iguana could probably thrive with WWE behind him because he's for kids. Like, he's a character that's for families.
And like I said, I commented to this one person, he could be doing so much more. I'm like, his name is Mr. Iguana. He dresses like that. WWE didn't put that makeup on him. He already had that.
And he's a shit ton of fun to watch.
It's like
Clara loved him. She wasn't fired. She wasn't a very fan of Mr. Demito, like Triple A, with like.
Well, but as JBL would say, Demito's not for kids.
She was a little scared, like JBL's of him, but she loved Mr. Iguana, and I agreed with him. She
Don't you lie. When that
scared.
first came out of the bag, you fucking laughed your ass off when that ever happened.
Dude, when he came out from under the apron there.
No, I'm talking the very first time we saw him in JBL trying to convince us of everything. Jesse laughed his ass off, and I know he did.
I think JBL pooped himself. I think he did.
Fucking Demonito.
I think he pooped himself out there.
I've been thinking that Dolph's been showing up on Raw as a tease that Finn Balor's going to bring the demon back. No. He's bringing the fucking puppet.
It's good. All right. Next up, after that great mixed tag match.
When Finn's got $1 million check for that fucking puppet, Jesse, he gonna look at you and say,
I told you.
Dom ain't paying you.
No one's paying me for making Dom famous.
Nope.
Damn it. Next match.
Pay Jesse, goddammit. Everybody pay him. All right, next up was a fatal four-way for the AAA Latin American Championship with the champion, El Hingo del Dr. Wagner Jr., defeating...
What the fuck did you just say?
Del Hijo del Dr. Wagner Jr.
El Hijo.
Right.
Dr. Wagner Jr.
I apologize.
Jesus.
He defeated Dragon Lee, Ethan Page, and JD.
What are you sponsored by Del Taco? What the fuck was that?
But Dr. Wagner Jr., great. His father before him, great. I love that guy. He's awesome.
Well, right now, because of Dom's celebrity status with AAA fans, this is like sort of like the serious classic stuff for the fans is the Latin American Championship. And right now, El Hijo del Dr. Wagner Jr., he is legitimately taking that and running with it, and he's having great matches for it.
Oh, he is. Yeah.
El Hijo
his win at the last show, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Great match.
To
Great
me,
match again.
WWE is a carousel.
Yeah.
And like if I was a producer in WWE and a wrestler came to me and asked, I'd be like, listen, it's a carousel.
Yep.
But don't believe because you feel lost in the shuffle that you're going to be forgotten about.
Yeah.
Just keep reminding us and then keep doing your shit.
Well, that was the thing
the
that
reason
you,
I bring
that was the
that
thing that
up
you brought up earlier with like
is Dragon Lee.
Right.
Dragon Lee is probably going to be Intercontinental Champion before the end of next year.
Jesse, the amount of people that out of nowhere decided to tell me that Dragon Lee's been wasted, I'm like, have you not noticed that WWE puts him on almost everything but Raw and SmackDown right now?
Big plans for Dragon Lee. So,
well, and another
they
one.
They shot the guy. Triple H is not Vince. He doesn't shoot you to the moon and then forget that you're still in the stars.
Another one right along with that is Lola Vice.
Yeah.
Well, but to be fair, Lola Vice is one of those characters that, like I explained to people, Jesse, it's not that she can't do everything. It's that right now there are a couple of people who just have a brighter star. That doesn't mean you won't get a moment.
I think she's going to win the women's championship. So
she has a shot. Yeah,
I think she will.
She has a title match at Homecoming.
Yeah.
For the NXT title. I mean,
I think she's going to win it.
I think so too. I mean, her momentum in AAA and everything down there, she's doing great. I love watching her.
Jesse, Dragon Lee is going to pop on Raw or SmackDown at some point.
Oh yeah,
there's just no doubt.
I love his Dragon Wings when he's down there in AAA. It looks awesome.
There was always a concerted thought that we need a guy to replace Rey Mysterio at some point.
Yeah. But the other thing about it is, Jesse, and this is where
they have tried it before and it did not work.
Well, but to be fair,
if you're talking about when they got old ass fucking Ultimo, what was that Ultimo Dragon at that point?
Yeah.
No. Nigga was like 45.
No, it wasn't.
I was talking about Sin Cara.
Sin Cara. They were trying with him.
He didn't help himself.
Well, no, he didn't help, but they were trying with him. I'm not lying when I'm saying that.
You cannot drink a fifth of vodka and then think you're going to get in a wrestling ring.
I understand that.
Repeat that?
You cannot drink a fifth of vodka and then think you're going to get into a wrestling ring.
You can do that afterwards, but not before.
Actually, yeah, no, I think there was that one rule one time. I
Probably
think,
not a good idea.
I think
Anyways.
Eve Torres said you're not allowed to drink like an hour before or an hour after the show.
And then on top of it, because by the way, I'm happy he's healthy now because he's mystical. He's still, I think he's in the CMLL actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he is.
He's
healthy
facing.
now.
He's fighting with
Correct.
MJF right now. In CMLL.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's still a legend down there.
Because I think he's a mega champion.
No.
No.
MJF took the CMLL World Title off of Mystico.
Yes,
He did.
Yes,
Yeah.
he did.
I forgot he did.
That's the part that Jim Cornette keeps getting pissed about is every time that he. Sorry, the TV. That's what Jim Cornette keeps getting pissed about is every time he comes out to face fucking Hangman for the world title, MJF's got a world title because he's announced as the CMLL World Champion.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's funny.
Too many belts. If they're not New Japan belts, they're Mexican belts.
But yeah, no. This match is fantastic.
But no. Also, Dragon Lee has to learn how to be what Rey Mysterio was, and what Jim Cornette will always tell people about is because they tried to use the Rey Mysterio comps really early on in AEW, and Jim had to stop that rhetoric and say Rey Mysterio was a once-in-a-generation, generational talent that for some reason, even with the mask, was able to show this emotion, show this fire, show this stuff, and he worked from underneath his whole career. Rey Mysterio continued to make money in the Vince McMahon era because he kept understanding, I might be Rey Mysterio, but I still have to work from underneath the whole freaking time. I can't one day become when the Cruiserweights were running wild on SmackDown, Paul kind of made Rey that a little bit for a short period of time, but all the guys were in like a certain weight class kind of thing. But like, no, Rey went when the Cruiserweight division was no longer where Rey Mysterio was going to be. He couldn't be the fight from underneath guy. In New Japan terms, he was no longer a junior heavyweight.
Right.
Because, Jesse, a lot of times when the junior heavyweight guys go face the heavyweight guys, it's kind of a squash.
Sure.
It's kind of a nothing burger.
Or they have to fight from underneath.
Yeah, exactly. But no.
Or the heel super cheat
Right.
at all times.
Right. But no, Dragon Lee probably has to figure out what WWE has been unable to replace, which is not the talent of Rey Mysterio. It's not the aura of Rey Mysterio. It's the ability of Rey Mysterio to hold the fans, because Rey Mysterio can be a luchador who is fighting from underneath with emotion on his face that, again, people can say Jim is trying to think too hard on things, but sometimes your facial reactions to things matter. That is why Becky Lynch was perfect when AJ came out, because Becky sold, holy shit, this is happening.
Right.
And so did Seth.
There we go. But hey, now is it possible for Dragon Lee to bring as much hatred towards somebody that beats the shit out of him like they do Rey?
Well, here's the thing.
I mean, that's the good with Rey. If you kill Rey Mysterio, you're really mad. Nobody hates you.
Has almost 40 years of proving to us that how do you become a heel? You beat up Rey Mysterio. Dragon Lee could be that guy, but you know what?
It could be.
And you know what? Somebody would look at me and say, "Oh, poor Dragon Lee." I'm like, Rey Mysterio has had a guaranteed check for almost fucking 4 decades. I don't think Dragon Lee's going to turn that down.
And we said poor Rey too, but hey. But we know.
You killed it. Move on.
I don't know.
Also, JD McDonough is a great worker.
Oh my, he is. Besides his large head, he's a great worker.
He got to work on his face, bro. Something about his face.
Or his forehead's too big.
I don't know. Yeah,
but
something
Jesse,
like that.
Jesse, as the
plugs in right down
but
here,
Jesse,
so
as
hair
one
down
of the
farther.
greatest entertainers of any generation once said, I mean, we're talking about a guy with a 60-year entertainment career once said, you have a very slappable face. And that great entertainer was, of course, the great Double D Daffy Duck.
It's not even slappable. It's just stupid face. Like, To quote Kevin Owens, the great, since we were doing that, the great Canadian hero, Kevin Owens.
Thank you for going Canadian on that.
You have a stupid face. It's such a stupid-ass face. He's a great seller.
He really is.
He's a great seller.
Yeah.
And he's very good in the ring. But, like, I watch him in this match. I'm like, God damn, your face.
But is Kevin better than the great Ethan Page, the Canadian Ethan Page?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
And I love Ethan Page right now, but yes.
Ethan Page is
Yes.
claiming that he is the
We're
greatest
about to
champion.
talk about NXT because something came up on the Reddit that Jesse needs to explain once again.
Okay.
And I'm sorry you have to do it, Jesse, but you seem to be the only person that people on the show think has a real wrestling acumen. I mean, you did make Dominic Mysterio the AAA Mega Champion, which we're about to get to, so
You're
thank
welcome.
you for that.
Yes, the final match of the night.
The Stodamus tribute match. He didn't even predict this.
There you go.
It just happened.
The
The power of Stodamus, the temple of Stodamus deep in the Amazon rainforest, foretold on the walls of the great river Tam.
It was scribed in there.
As I should say, on the
and
walls
possibly
of
scrapped out.
on
but
the
it was
walls
scribed
of the
in there.
great river pitch black Mountain Dew that Jesse loves so much.
It's gone now. So, I mean,
Maybe it will come back.
The lore building that I do off the fucking top of my
There we
head.
go.
But anyway, no.
Dirty Dom.
Jesse, this was so Jesse.
As we stated,
They
is our
wanted
champion.
this, Jesse. We went from boo not to get a fucking word out. But no, again, another Jim Cornette great thing. Here's the problem that people don't get, and people, again, kayfabe themselves. Jesse, when they started to do it and WWE made him keep doing it, they never actually gave Dominic something to say because they knew what was going to happen.
Right.
That's why Rhea and Priest and Finn would always talk because they knew that the fans weren't going to let Dom talk, so they never gave him anything to say. He actually never had any lines because they knew what the fans were going to do.
right.
And they knew that because, once again, Jesse Stowe created what just happened on that night.
What
Yes.
have I done?
You have created.
I have too much power.
You've created a superstar.
And what's
Yeah.
funny is,
In
this
AAA.
isn't even us kayfabing our fans. You legitimately are like, what the fuck did I do?
What did I do?
It's okay, Jesse.
What did I do?
You will be forgiven.
No, I won't.
It
No,
just takes time. You will be forgiven. Trust me.
When he fucking sells out SummerSlam next year and he becomes World Heavyweight Champion, I'll never forgive myself.
We're gonna be there and see it.
You might forgive yourself, Elf,
We're
if the
gonna
check
be there and
shows up.
see it.
You know what'll piss me off is them putting a camera in my face,
Yep.
going like, oh, no, and I'm gonna pull a Becky that moment.
Yeah.
Stu, get out my face. I'm not happy right now, Stu.
Yeah. Yeah.
We will be there if it does happen in Minneapolis.
Well, it is happening in
Well,
Minneapolis.
it is happening in Minneapolis.
That's it. If it does happen to me, we will be there.
This nigga's a Triple A Mega Champion.
He's a dual champion.
What did I do?
Well, yeah, there was quite a few interference there. You know,
Well,
Judgment Day came down. The
that
Dragon
one was
came
to be
down.
expected.
But then his dad, Dragon, came down there to help out, get rid of them. And then we're still trying to figure out who
He looks
this
big.
masked warrior.
He looks big and he looks German. I wonder who it could be.
But then
There's a photograph.
he's
that
a
exists,
photograph
Jesse.
saying that he's not Americana. He's not. So who is he?
Listen, let's be clear, okay?
He almost had his fast.
No.
He
I'm about
almost
to-
had his mask ripped off.
Stop talking. I'm getting on his ass.
Okay.
He said the same thing I did. You just missed it.
I'm not listening. Let's be very clear here, okay?
Oh my God.
What it's like to be Leroy at the show.
The Wanderer could show up November 30th and absolutely fucking dominate Century, and you would put on the Wanderer's shirt. Your word.
Paul's gonna poop himself.
If Leroy could do his job, we don't have to worry about these things.
Your word is as good as
I might-
Republican shit,
Wait.
which is not good.
Why am I at fault for letting the Wanderer in?
And by the way, he's like 3 times Leroy's size. If y'all think he's gonna stop the one,
I looked at him and go, "You're bigger than me. I'm okay. This is Paul's problem, not mine."
So let me get this straight.
I got a better chance showing the KKK. Come on,
I know
come on.
Zach, I know when I'm going to lose a fight. I knew I was going to lose that one. So
No.
I just
No, you don't.
But I was upstairs, so I was nowhere near.
No, you don't, because you still think you wouldn't be a Packer fan.
I've
For
seen
I was
I've
upstairs.
Seen the video.
I wasn't
What
at
is
the
it, like 6'5"?
You big son of a bitch.
Probably like solid 270.
Yeah.
He carries a big ass weapon around.
Besides his fist, yes.
Well, besides his fist.
That's, oof.
Paul Verk's like 6'3", $125, wet with a noodle.
Well, Paul is a big gentleman, but I still
And
think
this dude's no more than 75 pounds soaking wet. So, like, what I'm saying here, Leroy,
Paul did poop himself. I know he had to. I didn't smell it, but I think he did.
is the wrestling gods may never
You
forgive
guys are
me.
having two different conversations, and somehow they're
That's all
meshing.
right.
The wrestling gods may never fucking forgive me for what I have given to Dominic Mysterio. But his word is not worth shit.
If he becomes world champion, they may never forgive you.
I'll never forgive me.
Okay, all right.
He becomes world champion before it's going to happen. He's going to become world champion before the Jets make it back to the playoffs. I almost threw up in my mouth.
Jesse, a lot of things are going to happen before.
Roman, this is your fault.
Jesse, we're going to get GTA 7 before the Jets get back.
Go fuck yourself.
I think the Vikings are going to be in the playoffs before the Jets.
Eat my ass.
I'll have somebody else do that for me.
No, it's going to be your beard.
I will have the number 2 beard do that.
So, no, it'll be both your beards. So here's the thing. Congrats to Dominic Mysterio.
Yes.
It was not a well-earned win because nothing with him is well-earned. To quote Michael Cole, he is a bum. He is a no-good bum.
I think Conan said that too.
And he's a bad son. So,
we will see him Monday. We will see him
we
tomorrow
will
night.
see him Monday Night Raw with two belts.
Is he going to lose the Intercontinental Championship to somebody?
You know what? If Liv Morgan thanks me, that'll be fine.
Okay. But
all she's got to do is say thank you, Jesse, with a kiss to the forehead. That's cool.
There we go. But the way they ended it with the judgment coming up and celebrating with him, and then he kind of pushed everybody aside.
He wanted to celebrate with his big German. El Grande Americano.
I mean, I understand him going and thanking El Grande
Who
for
knows
being
like
there
two
for
Mexican
him.
words.
See.
And fucking has an action figure now. What the fuck is happening?
They do?
Yes.
Oh, my God. I haven't found it yet.
They've been promoting it.
I haven't seen it. I'm sorry.
He was
I'm paying attention.
What was the other thing in Mexico he has now? They fucking made him a flag. Oh, no, they gave him a jersey.
Oh, you got a jersey now. Wow. Well, this is kind of...
And you want to know what's crazy, folks? Everything that these two have just ranted about for the last 10 minutes, it's all Jesse's fault.
It is.
I forgive you, Jesse.
You won't in a year. You won't in a year.
All right, well, I'll think about it.
Ask AEW fans. You won't in a year.
I will hold the camera and look at you, and you can say, get that tab in my face. You can do that before.
And before we get to them, Jesse, I need you to help debunk an internet rumor going around.
Okay.
That WWE has done this strange thing that because WWE always used to do this and used to be run by a certain guy who apparently is now a saint, even though he was kind of the devil that started this whole thing. And you know, the devil didn't go to Georgia. The devil went to Saudi and came back with more money. But anyway,
who said Vince was a saint?
Did you miss the entire opening topic?
Have you been here
at all during the show?
I heard you say that, but who said he was a saint? You never said that.
Again, you're not even paying attention to Jesse. You're paying attention to the light behind him.
Clearly, we're not paying attention to each other today. I said that.
Yeah. No, he said that. But anyway, Jesse, I would like to point something out. This is what got the gimmick over.
Oh, poor Leroy. Fucking overtime for you today, buddy. Go ahead.
No, Jesse.
Not yet.
People want to ignore it because now they're aligned with WWE. Mm-hmm. This is what got the gimmick over in TNA in the first place. Dude, this is the best Joe Hendry we've seen in a long time.
I mean, the whole point is to say
his name and he appears
through a wall.
But Jesse, he used to pop out of everything in TNA. This is not new.
Yes, that is true.
This is not new.
Now listen.
It's new to this television
show. Coming through the wall was kind of funny.
That was awesome.
But 3 weeks ago, coming out the fridge was fucking amazing.
That
I'm like that. No, that's good shit.
Yeah, but Jesse, remember AJ Francis when he first got to TNA, got into a feud with him and was just like, "Not, don't say it." And then the guy would be like, "What? Say Joe Hendry?" And then Joe just pops out of the fucking like production bin.
Right. Right.
But no, Jesse,
he has
Jesse,
come out
this
of a lot of
isn't
different
WWE
areas.
over gimmicking it. This is what he got it over with.
Correct.
This was the point.
Correct.
This wasn't, oh, he'll appear in the entranceway with this big. Jesse, this is literally what got him over, and this is why WWE wanted him in the. Like, Jesse, once again,
They want him. Are going to
you
sign
all
him.
claim. He's not signed to WWE.
Eventually, maybe he will.
Well, yeah.
Well, probably.
But no, Jesse, let's
Not
be
for like
clear.
3 more years,
Let's
though.
be clear. The biggest rumor and the biggest lie on the internet is that these people actually know what happened before 2024.
I doubt it.
Because no, Jesse, that's my point. Is that everyone says, well, New Japan wasn't this. Well, New Japan's had some decent, interesting booking decisions in the past. Y'all know exists. It's the Finn Balor used to be taken more seriously. No, that wasn't how that worked. Shinsuke Nakamura was no, that's not. But Okada was no, that's not. But my point is this: this is what got the gimmick over.
Right.
This is what Jesse. He wasn't putting on bangers in TNA that got him to international fame. He wrote a song, he put it out, and he was doing this.
Right.
He was perfect for TikTok.
He was.
This was what he was doing. And by the way, folks, what I'm saying is I love it, but what I'm trying to explain is that we are kayfabing ourselves in wrestling to believe that these people are doing something different than what got them over. It's just now finally on a bigger scale. Joe Hendry didn't get over, even though he's a good in-ring worker. Even Jim Cornette believes that.
Yes.
It's not because he was putting on bangers like Bryan Danielson and fucking Nigel. He got over because in TNA, he decided, hey, what if people say my name and I just pop out of everything? And Scott D'Amore was like, yes. He was the Rick and Morty means. You son of a bitch, I'm in.
Son of a bitch.
But no, it's just, Jesse, not only is it fun, is it entertaining, have I been enjoying it, but Jesse, this is what got him over in the...
Right.
I don't know how many more times I can say it before people start to understand. Joe Hendry didn't go to TNA and become the best technical wrestler in the year, and that is why he ended up the biggest wrestling star in the world for about a week, to where my beautiful wife came in from the bedroom one day and was like, I got a question. Yeah, what's up? Who's Joe Hendry? And I was like, oh, the rabbit hole we must now go down.
Kathy,
Let me show you this thing called YouTube.
Yes.
Kathy hates me for playing that song.
Well, Kathy has a lot of reasons to hate you.
No, she doesn't. I didn't help with that, but Eben helps me because I
you-
helped singing, and she's like, leave me alone. I don't want to hear that
Stop
anymore.
doing. Yeah. Finally.
No, she likes that.
Yeah.
But I just say his name, and then Eben finishes it for me.
Well, your son is a man of culture, but anyway. But no, Jesse.
He's awesome.
On a serious note, I'm so happy for the guy, because not only is he getting to live a dream, but Jesse, it proves that his hard work works.
Yeah.
It proves that if it's produced right, it's put on the right scale, and it's put onto a worldwide audience, the world just enjoys it.
Yeah,
they just have a good time.
Yeah, this is,
and he's
not,
clearly the biggest star not on the main roster.
Yeah,
it's
this
not even a question.
Not exactly the same of
the wall thing though was like, I was like, okay, WWE legitimately just outproduced every moment Joe Hendry's ever done. Yeah. Motherfucker came through a wall.
It's not like the same thing of like R-Truth is. R-Truth, his gimmick, his stuff that he does is not quite the same, but similar. But
you mean
R-Truth doesn't wrestle?
You mean R-Truth was brought back just to break Brock again on national television?
Wait a minute. Who's R-Truth? You mean Ron Cena?
Ron Cena.
Say his name correctly. Ron Cena.
Ron Cena.
Bro,
and his dad were missing.
We all
knew.
Missing
John.
We all knew what Brock was saying in his head in that moment. He goes, "Son of a bitch, got me again."
Ron Cena.
Yes, I know Ron Cena.
Ugh.
Him and John Cena Jr. or Senior were saying, "Hey, son, we miss you."
That's right.
Yeah.
Ron Cena.
Yeah. We love that guy.
But no, Jesse. Does this recentness, though, even though it's doing great work for Hank and Tank and him, is it hurting Dark State? Because, I mean, they are still winning the tag titles.
Oh.
Dark State's still coming out on top in these situations.
Dude, you got the dude who says such shit each episode. No. Dark State is fine.
Yeah. You got the card for Homecoming?
Here's the thing.
That ain't up yet, is it?
When we get behind you, you know
that?
what happens when we get behind you. Hey, yo, pause!
I will bring up Homecoming.
Gets me every fucking week. Joe Hendry here to save your ass. Comes out the thing. Now he's on my ass. And you hear his boy shout the gun. Hey, yo, pause!
Oh, my God. NXT is so good.
Oh, so good. Hey, yo, pause!
I will also say this. The Powerpuff Girl memes have yet to stop.
Oh, so good.
But they're great.
So good. Hey, yo!
But yeah, no. Jesse, funny story. Rhea is having a hard time, and yet she goes back to NXT to a bigger reception she had when she left.
Rhea's fine. Well, I don't know if she's fine. Art the Clown apparently tried to kill her on stage. I don't know.
Art the Clown did kill her on stage. She got carried off by the two dudes in the masks.
What?
Well, you don't try to take the fucking bear away from Art the Clown.
True.
It's Art the Clown.
Yes.
By now, what are we?
Sorry about that, buddy.
What are we? 2 movies in?
She had a great career and a fantastic ass.
Well, not only that, but Jesse, we're sitting here. No one's gonna talk about the fact that Spencer just kept singing while this was happening.
Oh, that's a part of their show.
I know.
Yeah. No, somebody dies, he just keeps going.
Bro, Spencer literally just created a stage show where if you don't focus on him, because if you do, you're gonna miss it. They're the new Alice Cooper.
They're probably a better version of what, and I loved Gore, but they're probably a better version. One, because they don't spew semen on people.
He's not kidding, folks. Welcome to a Guar show.
They would spew semen on people.
Welcome to a Guar show.
And then number 2, people just die, and he just keeps singing.
And you know what? He has a wonderful crew.
That's right.
That just carries the bodies away.
That's right.
Where they go to, we never know.
Science.
We hope.
Oh, and top men. Top.
So anyway, Leroy, you got Homecoming?
Trying.
All right.
Bro, I keep telling you, you cannot be looking up big booty Latinas while we're doing the show.
Oh, I'm not doing that.
You also can't just put pictures of Kathy on his screensaver.
Like, you cannot.
Well,
no, you can't.
You just can't keep doing this, man.
Yeah, no, man. But no, Jesse, so before we get to the Homecoming, it's clear to me now, once again, this is the Triple H Shawn Michaels point in the Carmelo Hayes Trick Williams story of they now have to come back for a common ground.
it does not exist.
Well, there's still. That's interesting because the show's next week.
Yeah, I know.
It's funny because there's still a lot of dissent there. Clearly,
Yeah.
Carmelo almost felt like the baby face in that,
All
which
right.
was weird.
Didn't he though?
I found it
Yeah.
a different way. No, anytime by NXT pulls up AEW Homecoming. I don't know.
Which is weird because they've never had a show called Homecoming.
I have no idea. Somebody put it up.
Anyway.
Yes, it is going to be on Tuesday,
Dynamites.
September 16th. And I still hate the Brewers because they keep interrupting my CW watching of NXT. Fucking bastards.
The Brewers?
Yeah, they preempt CW on my TV to watch the goddamn Brewers.
Well, first of all, you won't listen to me and move out of enemy territory, so you're to blame for that.
It's cheaper.
Number 2.
it is cheaper.
Number 2.
Yes.
Whether you like it or not, stop being Tony Khan and not realizing that when the best team in baseball is on, they care more about that than the wrestling.
Fuck them. I don't care.
Stop.
Who's the best team in baseball?
Well, no, by record, it's the Brewers.
They're
Really?
doing well. Yeah, they're doing well.
I know you stopped watching when your Yankees decided to all of a sudden just stop playing baseball,
You got me there.
except for Aaron Judge.
I mean, you got you got most fucking Yankee I'm sorry you stopped watching back in fucking July.
There we go.
You got me there.
All right, I did.
You got me there.
It.
Football was almost back, man. What was I supposed to do? Continue to watch these motherfuckers suck? No. They'll be back next year. And all like Cowboy fans, they actually might be back next year.
Cowboys won today.
Yeah.
Against New York.
Yeah, that's not.
There we go.
The wrong. Oh, wow.
All right, it is going to
They
be.
got their ass whooped, too, so.
They're going to be at Full Sail University in Winter Park, Florida on the CW, 7 p.m. our time. Trick Mellow Gang versus DIY.
Jesse, it's just going to blow the house down.
That's going to be a great match.
It will.
It's just going to blow the roof off the place. It is basically what's going to happen.
And Carmelo and Trick are going to fucking implode immediately.
Yep.
Like 7 minutes into the match.
Yep.
There's still a lot of tension there.
Most likely was. And then made an appearance.
And you also know what's funny? This match is also Shawn Michaels and Triple H versus Shawn Michaels and Triple H.
Yeah.
Next match. I'm trying not to think about that.
You're right. He's right. This time I'm going to say he's right. Other than that, I'm not
The
going to.
exception.
That's true. That's true. Yes.
Disappointing. You just keep going.
It's
so
DX
we.
versus the Click.
They're like, so we.
Yes. Yeah.
And I would be in the creative like, nigga, no. You guys keep doing this. No.
But it works.
Guys, we're
Kinda
so
just-
fucking great if you just do what we already
It just
did.
works.
All right, keep going.
All right,
Stephanie, are you happy to be married to this motherfucker? Oh, he's great. He just talks about himself all fucking day.
You can say the same to Sean's wife.
Yeah, she probably be like, oh, I stopped listening after 10 a.m.
And then they kiss and make up, and it's all right.
Next match.
All right. Next, Aldo, Tyler Breeze made his appearance and returns. He was turned in.
This might have been the biggest viral return they had for Homecoming.
I don't know why.
He is fighting.
They miss him.
It's like the third time they've brought him back.
Ethan Page for the NXT.
Yeah, but this time there was
North
a flag
American
involved.
There was a Canadian flag involved. That's true.
There was.
And an American flag.
Mm-hmm.
I will say this though, Jesse, if they keep him on this trajectory, he could have an AEW style story that actually gets over. Tavion Heights can just wrestle.
Yes.
It's just not even a question.
Wow, I love him. Let's
was that
see
All
here.
Japan? Tournament he was in? Was it All Japan?
No. Yeah.
Yeah, it was All Japan.
All right, they're gonna have the Grayson Waller effect is gonna make itself back, and he's gonna have NXT champion Obafemi and Ricky Saints on.
Well, the last time Obafemi was on the Grayson Waller effect, it didn't go well for Grayson Waller or Austin Theory. So this is just going to implode. But once again, Jesse, so Ricky Starks isn't on NXT for a little while to go work some dark matches on main roster to prove that he's ready to go up to that audience. Right. Now he's back to probably become NXT champion. He's still over like God. And he's a fumble by Triple H. Interesting how that storyline works.
It'll be further.
Not all fumbles are created equal.
True,
one goes for a touchdown. One is recovered by the same person that dropped it.
But also, I don't know who's going to fight who, but Rhea Ripley, Stephanie Vicure, Tiffany Stratton are all going to be on the show.
Is that what it says?
Yeah.
I thought it was Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup, but okay.
That's
who? On which side?
That's pretty close.
Yes.
But
Jesse, you know as well as I do, it's the Powerpuff Girls versus Fatal Influence / the Rowdy Rough Boys. Anyway.
And JC Jane, yes. So Homecoming is going to be awesome.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
Wait a minute. Which one would fucking Rhea be then?
Buttercup.
Yeah, that's what I thought so too.
Doesn't work.
Why not?
Does not work.
Then who is Rhea? Mojo Jojo?
Yes. No, I'm just kidding. It'd be fucked up if I said she was him.
One of the greatest villains of all time. Shut up.
Ooh.
Dude, that villain was on parents' TV screens for years, and they had no idea what was going on.
Here's my problem with that villain.
Yeah?
Just like my problem with this match.
Uh-huh.
Overshadowed by a monkey. No, I know that sounds racist. But, like, what I mean by that is, like, they really always put Mojo Jojo as a quote-unquote main villain, though the Powerpuff Girls to fuck him up all the time.
Yeah.
Isn't the whole reason for this for Lola Vice to kind of get some momentum?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But it's I mean, like I said, I still believe that JC Jane is losing this championship, but I don't know. It all confuses me.
Yeah.
Next match.
That's all they have for the show. They don't have any matches, is what they're saying.
All right. Well,
you know, I mean, if
Jesse,
this one has
this
a
is
different
literally
one.
just. I mean, it's in the name. It's homecoming. Welcome back to a bunch of the old alumni. So now we're gonna move on here, gentlemen. I believe we've all had the chance now. Jesse, there's been a lot of talk.
Oh, they're gonna have a women's tag team match on there too.
Oh, is there a women's tag team match?
Yep. Alexa Bliss, Charlotte. It didn't say on there. Alexa Bliss, Charlotte Flair against Easy Date and Tatum Paxley.
Okay. Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
That's gonna.
But
be
anyway,
good.
no. So
yeah.
okay, we've all seen it. Jesse, there's been a lot of talk about it. I think it's half kayfabe, what they believe to be nowadays kayfabe, and half real. But whatever. Jesse, Unreal is now on Netflix. It's doing this weird thing you keep predicting, which is, wow, Netflix is really liking the replay value of some of these shows.
Right.
Not really caring too much about the live, of these shows. But anyway, your thoughts on Unreal so far?
Interesting.
Episode 1 specifically.
Yeah.
Episode 1 was the beginning of when Netflix premiered Raw on Netflix.
Yep.
So that's where it started, and it was a journey to WrestleMania and beyond.
Episode 1 was to me a little bit of bullshit.
Yeah.
Because The Rock wasn't involved at all.
Nah.
Not buying it.
No.
It also felt like a little bit of bullshit. Just a second.
Yep.
Swig of some juice. Not telling you guys which kind.
Good.
It was also.
Shut up, Leroy.
Good juice.
It
Good
was
tasting.
also like. There was a little bit too much of. When things are going right, it's the team. When things go wrong, it's Triple H's fault.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I have watched and know bookers and watched WWE long enough to know when certain people who don't know anything but want to make money get their hands involved, and it starts to affect creative.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because we all know what happened with the Cody Rhodes thing.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
God, he pointed at Roman Reigns.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, twin it kind of appears.
God.
And zoop that way.
Like, yes, some people would have been fired for that, but he's Cody fucking Rhodes.
He also just won the Royal Rumble.
Correct.
It was like, oops, looks like your live TV is now canon.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I think basically his fuck you allowed Triple H to book what he wanted to book anyway.
Yep.
So, okay. I'm going to push that to the side. Because TKO never looks good in any of these episodes. They just don't.
No, they really don't at all.
They really don't.
You know who else looks terrible in every episode, but he just looks terrible in general? Bruce Pritchard.
The fat, pudgy bastard is
Okay, let's get this
as
out the
Jesse
way.
would say.
Okay.
Why is he there?
No one knows. It is actually the mystery of WWE Unreal, because it is unreal that anyone listens to a word this guy has to say.
Why has Paul kept him around?
I noticed that around his lips it's quite brown.
The kissing of ass cannot be that legendary. Maybe it is.
It must be because it's pronounced really brown there.
Jim
so
Cornette
yes.
would argue with you, sir.
He's not good at what he does.
He's also really bad with people.
Well,
He does have to work on that, yes.
He goes to a guy and says, hey, it was overproduced. And someone else goes, it's great. Fans loved it. Moving on.
I'm very glad.
It's also
of that.
Seth and Punk. What the fuck were you expecting?
here's the other part, right? When it comes to Bruce Pritchard.
Yeah.
Why would William Regal listen to fuck anything he says?
Oh, William Regal does it.
He didn't at all. No.
Joseph Parks is the one. This was all in episode 1, right? Because they're all molding together for me. Yeah. Because I pretty much just blew through them.
I watched them back to back.
Here's the other
myself.
thing.
So
I think Punk might be the happiest Punk has been in years.
You didn't see it on. Well, I'm sorry. Did we all not see the genuine look on his face when AJ came out for the first time?
Like, I think it's like a genuine. He genuinely loves this business again.
Also, by the way, folks, to the rumors out there, are Seth and Punk probably the best of friends? No, but this whole report that they've gotten this friendship, while I don't deny maybe they're cool with each other, they're also in a place that, unlike the other place, will actually look at them and say, oh, no, you guys are going to be in the same room to hear the information, and if one of you wants to speak up, you can keep your goddamn mouth shut.
Well, they are being professional.
Exactly.
Correct.
They know they got to work together. They know this story.
But I'm
is
saying to
be
Tony
great,
Khan,
and they do it.
But I'm saying to Tony Khan, WWE has a sternness to them, but they also realize that they don't have to because everyone's a professional.
Well, yeah, I mean,
your thoughts, Leroy, on like episode 1.
I thought it was good. It was nice to see behind the scenes that what emotionally it should be, but I think they're not telling us everything.
Okay,
of course.
Yeah.
Because we know we work behind the scenes with different wrestling companies, so not everybody sees everything.
Right.
But I think it's good. I think it's good for TKO. It's good for WWE to get people.
And you don't
to
feel
know more.
and because like this is always the perspective that I love you that you bring to the show.
Yeah.
You're not feeling any negativeness toward it as an older fan who like watched all the old days when there was still a veil to it and all this other kind of stuff.
No, I kind of miss that.
Sure.
But I understand nowadays with all the social media and everything that everybody has access to, it's very hard to keep that.
Sure.
I mean, because you know everything about Seth. You know everything about Becky.
Right.
You know everything about everything about them.
Yeah.
And you see them on screen, so you understand. That's why I said I can look at my kid and say, hey, this is how they are on TV, but if you meet them backstage,
sure,
they're going to be totally different. A gimmick like The Undertaker, right now, that wouldn't work.
Right.
It couldn't possibly work because of so much exposure. When Undertaker was going around, when that happened, there wasn't that much. You couldn't get that much access. You could hide.
Right. Yeah.
And now, I mean, and this shows the back workings of the company, how Triple H is running things. You know, when they get together in a room, you know, on a big table with all the writers and everything. Say, hey, we're going to try this. We're going to do this. And it's kind of like we say, it's like, you know what? Like they say with Jay, let's give him a shot.
Yeah.
We're going to tell him we're going to do this. We're going to shoot you.
Yeah.
And see if it works.
So like when I say to you, the phrase, they're basically kind of just keeping up with the times. That's kind of how you view Unreal?
I think so. They are. I mean, they're giving everybody what some people know.
Yeah.
But also some people are like,
well,
really, they are doing this.
You know, I guess I don't understand what the backlash was. And follow me for a second here.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because I didn't see anything different than the same shit WWE's been putting out on their own social media for the last 3 to 4 years.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, like, we all, because to me, it was such a real magical moment. We all think about the backstage stuff of Penta with, like, you know, Ray.
Yes.
WWE put that out shortly after, you know, the debut. Okay, so we saw that. I don't think the footage was anything really different than what was on Unreal. So, like, to me, I don't know why there was such a visceral hatred towards the idea of Unreal even before it came out. Because I'm like, well, WWE's already been putting out these documentaries for years, behind the scenes, behind the... Edge got, what, 2 from WWE?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
No, yeah. I don't think it's bad. I don't think anyone should hate it. They're going to do another... They're probably working on another season, a continuation of what they're doing so far. I don't have a problem with that.
No,
it'd be kind of interesting to see what they're doing. I mean, And this too, it's like talking about what they're doing with Cena and everything like that, and that's later on in an episode.
Yeah.
Of how they're trying to figure it out with.
Bullshit
with the Rock.
I also hate to say this because this is sadly the world that we live in now.
Yeah.
I think if kayfabe still existed, instead of the wrestlers having a fan jump the guardrail, the wrestlers would have a fan take a shot from the stands.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I think that in order for this beautiful form of entertainment to kind of still exist, there needs to be a level of the veil being removed because the world that we live in can't. I don't think modern people could fathom wrestling being real.
Yeah.
I think the years that wrestling was real, when the South would take the whole family and it'd be in every, Tuesday to Thursday night. I think back then you had people that you can say, quote unquote, were less educated. I'm like, yeah, but they also didn't shoot people in public. Sorry, that's what our generations now do. For me, hell, Duluth Denfeld has had 2 fucking major things go wrong in the first month of school. Laura, one of our elementary schools over here had a threat. It's like, I don't think wrestling could have kayfabe anymore because fans would just take it too far.
Yes.
They take it too far now, and there is no kayfabe.
Yeah, there are some people that
So,
do
like,
take it
to
too
me, and Jesse, now that you're back, you can go ahead and speak to this. I don't know if you heard us, but, like, to me,
A little bit.
yeah, I don't think Unreal is any different than what WWE puts out in their social media anyway. We were talking about when Penta debuted on Raw, and he talked to Triple H, he talked to Ray, he talked to AJ, all these people.
Right.
Jesse, that footage was no different than what Unreal was.
No.
It was the same basic idea.
Unreal goes more in depth, and you see more.
Yeah.
Than just that. So yeah.
Yeah. So like Jesse, if all the fans know today that the veil is gone, why were so many people hating on it before it even came out? And everyone's like, I'm not going to watch it. What? You want to keep this idea that, Chester is still in Lincoln Park? You want to keep this sort of idea that, like, something like, Jesse, I don't like Lincoln Park anymore, but I was never even a fan when they were with Chester.
I mean, I was.
Yeah, I understand that, but see, Jesse, I'm not going to use on you what I use on Leroy. Leroy, do me a favor. Name me a song after the second record. Exactly, he can't do it.
No.
Exactly, Jesse. I know you can because you're a music buff.
Well, sure.
But even my quote unquote music buff friends, when I say, hey, tell me about the glory days of Linkin Park, yeah, they stop after the fucking second record because they don't know anything after the second record because they're like, well, they're one of the greatest bands of all time because of 2 records. Yeah, it doesn't work like that. But anyway,
but I think more people saying they're not going to watch it, they're full of shit. They're going to watch it.
Oh, they all watched it.
Yeah,
everybody watched it.
Unreal is. Here, let me move my mic close to me so I can lean back like Snoop Dogg during his podcast. Unreal really reminded me a lot of the fact that it's a new WWE, clearly.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
There, unfortunately, is new corporate bullshit to deal with.
Yeah.
And some of the old bullshit to deal with.
Correct.
Yep.
And then I also, because I was mentioning CM Punk before I had to go use the bathroom there.
Yeah.
And then there's clearly, like, as I was watching through, I think this episode 3, there's clearly.
Well, we're getting to episode 2 next week.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
So we're still in the first episode. So it's clearly like the world, basically the backstage is better than what it had been for 20 years.
Yeah.
But there's new challenges now. There's new. Basically, the sense I got from it more than anything.
Yeah.
Because I know people saw the writer's room and was like, what the fuck is this? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, this is not that much different from what Vince did, except Triple H actually goes to bed at night.
Yeah.
I've been saying that for like 3 years. Now, Triple H needs his
Did
sleep.
you notice when Triple H was in that room, the sun was still out?
Correct. That's normal business hours.
Yes.
Yes, he has.
No one's taking a fucking phone call at 2:30.
If Vince had done this, it would have opened with, and yes, I know we don't care if he sleeps and or lives or dies, but Bruce Pritchard would be waking up in the hotel, and the little caption would say, call from Vince, and the time would say 3 in the fucking morning.
Literally 3 in the fucking morning.
That's true.
And that fucking meeting that you saw Triple H leading, in the corner it would say 11 p.m. And Vince would say, "All right, we're gonna be here for a few hours." And all
so I just got an idea about your idea from earlier. Like, oh, Vince, go to fucking bed, bro. So call me at 9.
Yeah, right.
We'll talk about it.
But Jesse, like I was saying to Leroy, the backstage is different. There's new challenges, but also Leroy actually made a great point. It's rare, I know. He said, Jesse, with the modern implementation of social media, I think we have to accept the fact that, Jesse, by now, whether or not we know the X's and O's or the quote-unquote language of a contract, fans of any sport or any TV thing, they know how business is done.
Correct.
And unlike the fucking reality show AEW tried to do that they didn't get a second season to because they realized they looked like punk-ass bitches in it, you can't kayfabe anymore to a point. So you just kind of have to accept that we're not trying to do that.
Let's really quick.
Let's talk about that old thing.
Well, let's talk about this point of probably why they couldn't get it, and probably what really shut fans away. The moment this billionaire's kid brought that fucking anomaly of a folder out and said,
"You and I seem to hate that moment more than most."
Like,
you and I focused on that a little too much.
But I think that might have made most people go, what the fuck is he doing? Because in your brain, when you could picture like WWE creative, what we talked about, you picture like if they did a thing, it'd be showing up at 2:30 and Vince, all right, everyone's on the phone, right? Yeah, Vince, it's 2, man. Is everything okay? So your idea earlier,
Vince, hold on. Vince, we don't have Jesse on the phone.
And you can just
why the hell not, pal?
So you can see like people put their phones just like, I'm fucking on. Like, dude, it's 2:30.
Vince, we still can't get Jesse on the phone. Well, where the heck is he?
Oh God, yeah, me go, Vince, you good? Idea. Hold on. Nigga, it's 3. You can fire me now, but if you're going to do this, call me at 11, bro. It is 3 in the morning. I've dealt with you for 15 hours. But what you see in WWE is he's trying to balance being the creative guy. Actually, unlike AEW, which we heard everybody's ideas get heard, and we saw Sammy Guevara approach the dude, and he goes, "Yeah, but right here in my folder." Fuck your folder, nigga! Can you listen to me for a minute?
Didn't Ty Conti also pitch a shot at the ROH title to the Young Bucks?
Yeah,
I bet that got to Tony when Tony watched the show.
Yeah, probably.
Oh my God! But you see him trying to balance this.
You know what's funny? That show, to sort of pivot into another thing, that show actually sort of made you and me and our disdain for these guys a little more valid.
Yeah, I told people, like, seriously, like when you pick out certain things, and this is how I know he don't hate AEW because he's never watched that show, Jim Cornette. Like, he don't hate it. He sees the good. He watched it.
He watched it.
Because I don't know how you didn't watch that and then watch this. And clearly there's some bullshit being like edited out, like people them clearly trying to protect Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, no, what? Show us all of it. Clearly he had some fucking, he needs to take heat for this.
It's not going to hurt his Smashing Machine ratings. It's not going to hurt.
Apparently where he might win an Oscar, I can't wait to go see it. But he deserves to take heat for this.
Yeah.
By the way, I did appreciate some wrestling fans giving Pat McAfee heat for fucking trying to give him a pass. Like, don't fucking give him a pass. A lot of people let the shit slide with Vince because we can all listen to the Vince interview and go, God, he's full of shit. But, like, don't allow fucking Rock to do it. So here's the thing. And I know, of course, he was on the red carpet and his daughter's now been talking about it, like his heart and all that, which I'm like, well, I'm sorry if that's the case with your dad.
But he still fucked this up.
But he still fucked all that up.
Yeah.
I still wishing that hopefully everything goes
listen, of course you wish him the best. That's the last dude in pro wrestling I want anything to happen to. but he deserves criticism when it happens.
Yeah.
But you're watching Triple H try to balance being creative, balance his locker room, which, of course, he's got great leaders in it. Like, clearly, some other people have tried to step up where some leaders have unfortunately passed away from. But, it's a good locker room. They are trying. Everyone's trying. Everyone's trying to make sure. Because it's still competitive because it's pro wrestling.
Yeah.
One thing we talk about with rap and hip-hop, we call people, the heart and soul lovers of hip-hop like myself. I don't talk about it a lot, but we call it, it's almost like a competitive sport.
Yeah.
One of the funniest things Snoop Dogg ever put out there was, I sent Eminem, an empty after I put my 32 down. He sends me something with 34 that was flyer than mine. I sent him one with 44. He sent me one with 50. He's like, white boy, you not going to outdo me on my shit. You're not going to. But he understands the competitive nature of it.
Yeah.
So, like, pro wrestling is still competitive.
Oh, yeah.
But there's also, like, now with Triple H in charge, you get the sense of, hey, if things ain't going well mentally, let me know.
Yeah.
Like, don't put yourself, because one, you're not going to do your best work, and two, you're just going to drown.
Well, and remember, it's because he decided to say something, and I'm glad he did because it stopped the rumor mill. Dude, Wade Barrett had this planned time off for a while.
I'm looking
Michael Cole took a day off, and the whole world was like, he's been replaced. And I'm like, motherfucker took a fucking nap.
The guy took a week off.
Under
Vince, he probably never really could.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he couldn't.
Because Vince always Jedi mind tricked. Well, I kind of need you, pal. And, these people. He fucking made you feel bad, so you kept going on the road. Triple H is like, you want a couple weeks off? Sure.
I got commentators who give him a shot. Book. No, you said you don't want to do Friday. Can you do Friday? Pay a little extra. You go a little crazy. It's. But as I'm watching episode 1, I go, Vince really fucked what we had, because had he not forced himself back into the company, I think there was a beautiful structure going where it was DX running the creative.
Yeah.
And it was Stephanie and Nick doing the business.
Right.
And so, like, they could be like, hey, but here was the thing. When it came to the roster, of course there's more open dialogue between those 4 people because Stephanie knows the roster.
And Nick also has assimilated to understanding the wrestling.
And instead of now, he has to listen to corporate overlords, and you just got to go, okay, we got to find a way to make that work.
Yeah.
But that's fucking annoying when every time you wake up at 8 o'clock to go to the fucking office, here's a text from Mark Shapiro. Here's a text from, Ari. Like, well, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So better than Vince in the sense these guys are going to text you at 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
But there's still some corporate bullshit there where you're just like, okay, well, we just got to deal with it.
Okay, so from one shill, we'll call them, to the next. Jesse, your thought process on...
Come on, Dave Mouse, to say it.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. But a guy who's considered a shill, even though he's trying to speak facts, because, Busted Open actually has had some decent dialogue over the years. Do you actually believe, as we transition to the last few parts of the show, do you think Bully Ray was right? Do you think that Tony Khan made Taz's thing about him?
I don't think it was produced very well. And I think that's all Bully was getting to.
Yeah.
Like, it felt less about Taz and more about everything else.
Yeah.
And, by the way, he didn't go fuck Tony Khan. He didn't say all that. He was just like, but this is one of the issues, right? He
basically said, I love when people say things a week after you say it. Because it's like, okay, who's listening but not giving us the fucking credit?
Yeah, probably.
But no, he said Tony Khan made this more about him, and even when Taz didn't want to do all the stuff that he did. So my question to you is just Sting's retirement was what it was.
Bully had said something else that fucking set them all off. And Bully wasn't really wrong.
Well, we talked about that the previous week.
He has said
it's rudderless.
Quite a few
Tony
things.
Khan's a nice guy, but he's not a boss.
Okay, he's not a booker. Yeah.
Yeah. We said this. We literally did this on the show last week. But then, Jesse, Bully's just trying to get you to understand that, like, this moment really was supposed to be about Taz. And what we all now remember is a video of you doing the Ultimate Warrior run out of the 2300 arena set, which Vince didn't make those moments about himself. In fact, he stayed away from them most of the time because he was producing them.
Correct. To give him credit, and it was probably one of the more human fucking moments, of course, is during Undertaker's Sting where he was asked about Taker, and he couldn't even speak because like Mark Calloway means that much to him. He's like, I could never thank him,
right?
For everything he's done for WWE, and like he will never get thanks or paid enough for what he did.
Tony's the kind of guy who thinks that if you just keep thanking someone verbally over and over and over, and you just keep listing the accolades and all this stuff, you think that you're actually doing more for that person, when in reality you're kind of sitting there and you're actually making it more about yourself, because then it's just a clip of you talking. Which is why I've always said some of the best speeches about inducting people are, bro, we don't have the time to list these guys' accolades. And besides, by this point with your phones, you all know what they are. But now let's talk about the person who became the legend.
Here was the thing about the Taz thing, too. Like, talk about a moment to, like, because, you want to prove maybe, because like I said, I don't like that TKO is doing this thing where they want to, like, what is it called? Overshadow some of AEW's pay-per-views. Like, let them succeed or fail on their own.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Do that.
That's not Triple H doesn't make the pay-per-view schedule.
I keep telling people, like, stop putting Triple H in that kind of... That has nothing to do with him. I'm like, that's all TKO. Which, by the way... Sorry for coughing. Which, by the way, I actually agree with you. They need to stop... Let it succeed or fail on its own merit. You guys don't need to do anything.
Because, by the way, folks, it's sadly, numbers-wise, failing on its own.
Well, it's just right, but either way, you just let it do
it
on its own.
Right.
We just get a whole day of wrestling.
But I guess my whole thing about this was that.
So as I was
Tony. No, to combine both of Bully's statements, Tony had the best of intentions, and it got so fucking far away from what it should have been.
You had an opportunity because you were in the 23 arena, right?
Yep.
2300 arena.
Yeah.
Listen. See what WWE is about. Give them a call. Hey, we want to do this special thing for Taz. Man, it'd be really cool. You let me know how much it would cost.
Yeah. For
me to maybe get Paul Heyman. For me to maybe get Michael Cole here.
Yeah.
Right? Because Taz has said they've always said my favorite partner of all time is the other. Which, to be fair, like I told people on the old SmackDown, like clearly they mostly had each other. Because they had a fucking lunatic in their ear every 2 hours on SmackDown. But, like...
Well, the good news is, in that era, Vince really did kind of focus more on Raw, and Paul was kind of in charge of it, so it wasn't as bad.
Shouted at.
Yeah.
His ear were in
Michael Cole still made me laugh when he was like, it's more silent when it was Triple H. Triple H was like, dude, I got other shit to worry about. You're a professional. You fuck up. You got to catch it. Like, I shouldn't have to babysit you. So it's truly one of those things where, like, you had a chance to do something really beautiful.
Yeah.
And because this thing I actually thought at the end was beautiful.
Yeah.
The match itself,
well, Jesse, I will just never forgive anyone for the fact that Sting's last match was against Matt and Nick Jackson, of all fucking losers.
They could have picked somebody better, but hey,
they could have picked a fucking body bag that Darby Allin probably would have put himself in anyway, and it would have been a better fucking send off.
There we go. Yes,
but it's just
he's bigger than both of them combined.
Yeah, the problem, like I said, problem with Tony Khan is it just didn't feel like it was celebrating Taz, and that was what was fucked up about it.
Because in theory, Taz's name was what was being raised to the rafters in the 2300 arena.
Right.
And, again, like I said, it combines the two things that Bully said. It's great guy, best of intentions, but how do you really celebrate someone you don't think about yourself. You don't make it about yourself. And again, I'm not saying, like you said, I'm not saying Tony fully did that. He did it accidentally. It's like these scrums. You're not supposed to play the character. That's the fucking talent's job.
Right.
Wait, if Tony Storm's going to put a wig on you, neat.
Right.
Don't fucking talk with it on next. Take it the fuck off.
Unfortunately, guess who? He's been around, so it's all wink, wink, nudge, jokey, jokey. Listen, I don't give a fuck how. I told people this, and this is the realest shit ever. Yes, Triple H was bad at the pressers.
Yep.
I am happy that they're only doing them after WrestleMania and SummerSlam. Now, good. That's the only time they should do them, because otherwise, don't do them. Don't do them for these B shows. It doesn't fucking matter. Even though we did get one of the funniest moments of all time with drunk Jey Uso and drunk Cody Rhodes. That shit was funny. But otherwise,
that was awesome.
Do you feel him, sir? Otherwise, God, that shit was so funny. Like, these niggas got drunk, bro.
And I think the good part is they did acknowledge it at a later time, saying, "Yeah, we were a little messed up.
Like, we were into some proclivities."
So before we get to the quick results here of Dynamite, after what was the lowest rated show in the fucking history of Dynamite,
they went back up.
They went up, but Jesse, by going up, it proves once again their ceiling is 600,000.
Don't tell Dave Meltzer that.
Oh, he'd say, no, it's not. Max numbers.
We'll get Max's numbers. And I'm like, every fucking week we wait for them and you do not fucking give them to us. And then when you give us something 2 weeks later, they're not fucking accurate. Why do you keep doing this? It's like, seriously, like, he has become a cowboy fan of pro wrestling. Like, you are fucking delusional. Right? Like, this week, there's going to be a lot of Cowboy fans, including my dad, super excited. And I'm like, you beat a team that might have one fucking win this year.
Also might have one lineman that's actually capable of blocking.
The reason Jackson Dart should not see the field this year is because he will die. Like, do not put that kid through that. They'll probably fire Brian Dable, which they should. There's just this level of fucking delusion that I do not understand. You're not growing. I have said, what is this now? Year 2, I keep saying they're not growing. Isn't the point to grow? That was the whole point of starting this company, going against WWE, was to prove like.
Well, Eric Bischoff recently came out, and the internet's laughing at him, saying the ratings will just keep dipping, and by this time next year they'll be maybe half. And I'm like, guys, I know you all want to be diehards right now and get into Eric's DMs and blah blah blah. He's not wrong when you look at the numbers.
Well, that's all they've done is go down. Started at 1.2.
If they hit 1 million ever again at this point, Jesse, the internet's going to blow up and say we're back, and then next week it'll be back to 580,000.
Right.
But it's just, Jesse, what's crazy to me, and it's been so apparent because there wasn't even backlash with their lowest rated show. It was the typical AEW response: silence. When you bottom out. When you take the shovel and you find another fucking vein to sit in below the surface, you guys are quiet as shit. But when you get to 700,000, because you are literally on a Wednesday and there's no game on, there's no anything, you literally turn around and all of a sudden it's like, holy shit.
It's not pretty, man. Listen, I didn't mind this show, but like.
And by the way, being in this arena, it's not helping them.
Neither did go on to L.A. or go on to Mexico.
But see, Jesse, this is the thing you have to, like, not you, but this is what the people out here have to understand.
They
Jesse
literally went to an Olympic arena and it for 2 weeks, Leroy, and while there was some decent moments, it did not help.
Well, yeah, it's okay to have
they actually,
good
at that
moments,
point, they actually felt like a second-rate show.
But I'm also sitting here saying to myself, Jesse, when I watch them from the 2300 arena, you know what I'm seeing? Jesse, ECW, once again, and even Allison is starting to just rip people for this stuff. Jesse, ECW, on a night-to-night basis, had a simple set of rules. There were no rules. But do you want to know when the weapons came out? Not at the fucking start of the bell to get the fans to stand up and cheer and say, let's go weapons. We want tables. It was when somebody finally got pissed enough.
Right.
It was when Paul wrote in a reason for you to get pissed. A bring your own weapon night where the fans brought a bunch of shit. Jesse, there was weeks of build up to that match.
Right.
There wasn't just, we're going to do this for funsies.
Right.
How many times, like, you know, some of Van Damme's biggest moments weren't the Van Daminator, weren't the flying leg drop with the chair. It was him jumping into the crowd and somersaulting.
Like a fucking lunatic, yeah.
Yeah. Tommy Dreamer's biggest moments with Sandman, like, remember, the whole crucifix thing was a buildup of him and Sandman. It wasn't moments of, hey, we're going to crucify him because we want to emulate what they did 20. Like,
right.
We say it all the time, but being in the 2300 arena, it's clear to me you're trying to rip off what ECW was trying to do. And you've come on this show 1,000 times, having gone to some of those shows, having been to some. Even PWG gets this weird-ass reputation that they're just trying to be an ECW ripoff.
No,
this last Wednesday they were there?
Yeah.
Okay.
584.
Well, about to say, they were there for a couple weeks.
They
584, yeah. They've been there for a month.
Yeah.
Oh, they were for a month?
Yeah.
Oh, because they were doing 500 and it dipped.
Yep.
Last week
to 489.
472.
472, yeah.
And then it jumped up to 584 this week. But NXT is still hovering around 600.
But the point of NXT is that, guess what? NXT, they go to the show, and you want to know what those talent meetings are like? All right, guys, time for more experience. Here's what you did wrong. Here's how we're going to make it better. They're not trying to put on the biggest banger of a TV show. I mean, they are, because that's the mentality of competitiveness, but they're not looking for something
It is developmental.
Mm-hmm.
Plain and simple.
And
everyone knows Hank and Tank are maybe a year and a half away from being ready to be main roster tag teams.
Hopefully, right.
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
And they're averaging over 600,000 people all the time.
Well, that's the other thing, Jesse. It's not even that you can't beat it. You're not even in their ballpark. You're swinging. The ball's not making it out of the infield. NXT's at least getting pop flies.
Yeah. Well, the last quarter.
So anyway,
and I'm gonna be real. I don't, as good as NXT has been under Michaels' stewardship. I used to say it, especially after the first couple of weeks of Dynamite. Like, dude, Triple H has been in his fucking booking bag. It's a better show.
Yeah.
Well, like sometimes they would get more viewers.
Yeah.
But then people would watch a replay at NXT, of course, because it was always back on the WWE Network again or whatever.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, it's like, God damn, that was a really good show
Jesse,
this week.
Well,
like,
Jesse,
when you first came on the show, the next day too.
When you first came on the show, the argument was always, we're not even going to talk about the NXT ratings, and the reason why I'm not is because I at least feel like I got a more consistent show.
Right. It was better booked.
Yes. And now, how does this show start that only got 584,000? Jesse, explain to me why, and I'm just going to look you dead in the face, sir. Let me take a sip of this. Jesse, quick question. Who is the walking weapon, Josh Alexander?
He used to be one of the best pro wrestlers on the planet. He still is at times. Now, he's a firefighter? By the way, he really was a hero, and then was a pro wrestler at the same time, which was nutty.
Yeah. But Jesse, why does he need a grudge match with the world champion that wasn't like? I mean, was this even for the world fucking title?
I don't remember.
They started the show.
Fuck, I don't remember.
They started.
No, I don't think so.
They started the show with the fucking grudge match and of the world champion.
Right.
I mean, Jesse, of course the match was going to live up to some hype because I always say.
Sorry, real quick. What does that Raw one say? Go back down.
For the ratings?
It stops in December because then the rest are on Netflix.
Yeah.
So it isn't showing anything on Netflix.
Yeah, because by the way, Dave Meltzer, there's no way to actually fucking measure it.
Yeah, but anyway, back to this.
I don't know where this.
But anyway, Jesse, back to this point. I'm sitting here like, well, first of all, Bryan Danielson. Seriously, he's now a full-time commentator. Great. Now I get to hear this rah-rah bullshit every fucking week. If anyone's more happy to be in this chair than Tony fucking Schiavone, it's this version of Bryan Danielson. God, freaking mighty. But no, Jesse, I just
don't get it either.
No.
Because who did he replace? Or is it just? I think it's a 4-man booth now, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah.
He just added a fourth fucking opinion.
Yeah.
Which wasn't necessary.
No, because even WWE fans are like, bro, we only need 2.
I didn't mind the 3, depending on who it was.
Yeah.
Though I will say, when it was Cory Booker and Michael Cole on Raw, that shit was great. They had some genuinely great fucking Corey Graves. And Samoa Joe, I forget what he said, and Booker T was like, took out the glove and said, what?
Also,
that shit was great.
Also,
but otherwise, like,
Jesse,
it wasn't for the title, I don't think.
No, but Jesse, you also do realize this match was a 5-man booth. Because once again, Don Callis doesn't manage any of his guys. He just does commentary for them. Yeah. He doesn't even fucking manage.
They are the weirdest faction in pro wrestling right now.
He's got every heel in this faction.
Like
most of the. Oh, and by the way, Leroy, did you hear the other news? Because I believe we touched on it last week. Yeah, Wardlow's out again.
Yeah, he's injured. Yep.
Yeah, I did see that.
Could be out to another year again. Just got back. Wardlow.
From a clothesline to fucking
Wardlow. Adam, let me tell you something. That's not good.
No. Cody has looked just fine following whatever the hell he went through. Cody has looked like indestructible. He's probably slowed down the weight loss a little bit.
My problem with Adam not getting hurt again, right? Mm-hmm. It's starting, and that's why I'm really, really hoping he can take all the time in the world, really work on his body, his mental, so we can get like an awesome version of Adam Cole back. Because right now, with Adam Warlow, how are you supposed to reach your potential if you're hurt again? Like, it's bad when he didn't have you on TV and you were healthy.
Yeah.
But this is the second time in 3 years you've caught a major injury.
And you know what's bothering me is everyone's going to sit there and once again, and this will be one of those times where you're going to have to defend Tony, is like, well, Tony didn't use it. I'm like, guys, Dakota Kai, Triple H loved her, but honey, how many more knees can you blow?
I love Tegan Knox. And she's been doing well on the indies again.
Yeah.
And I hope she stays healthy because she's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
But I understood if the call came up top to Triple H. I get you love her. We've had her on this roster for 7 years. She's only wrestled for basically an amalgamation of 3 years.
Yeah.
The other time she's been hurt.
And now Jesse.
Because really quick.
Yeah.
This is not being mean. In other pro sports.
Yeah.
These guys, they know at that point they're going to get cut.
Yeah.
Especially if they have big-time contracts.
Yep. Jesse,
we'll see what happens.
Jesse, what is everyone's biggest fear in pro sports and in the music business? I found someone younger. Yeah. I found someone that's cheaper.
Yeah.
And they can kind of do the same thing you can do.
Yeah, especially the cheaper was the big one. I really hope he gets healthy again because I really don't think we've gotten he's not 30 yet, but yeah, it's.
Well, Jesse, his body's starting to look 30.
It's because here's the other problem, right? With Adam Warlow, before I let you move on to the next thing,
yeah,
the next match, just to say, or segment, is that like it's hard to reach your potential when you don't have time to show it. So I'm praying for Warlow. I really am, man. God be on his side. I love him, but and I'm not wishing this upon him, but because we've seen him fucking now do it more recently, if Tony Khan were to cut him, I wouldn't be shocked.
Well, Jesse, it's crazy to me. Tom Brady, love or hate him, when he got really into his TB12 stuff, one thing we all can't deny, he still played in the NFL for a really fucking long time. He found a way to not overdo it, underdo it. I mean, like, he found...
Listen, he was in phenomenal shape for a guy his age, which is why he was able to play so late. Think about it. Peyton got that neck injury
at
like 35.
Right.
And basically had one more good year, and then it was basically over.
And then he just limped to the end.
Like, it was like a car sputtering to the fucking finale.
Yep.
So, yeah, I pray for one. Because that sucks. Like, we just got him back.
Literally. He hurt himself clotheslining Prince Nana.
All right, next segment. Sorry, we do got to start moving.
Yep.
I know.
Yeah, it's fine. Anyway, Jesse, also, you want the definition of Philly is a smart crowd and Philly said something that you don't want people to hear. You want the definition of 13 cards subject to change was right. They don't fucking give a shit that Kyle Fletcher's going after this world title. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
They don't
They are
care.
They're a smart crowd.
They literally said, Jesse, they didn't chant, "You're not ready," because Hangman said, "I see potential in you." They're saying it because they know he's not. Because no one believes in this guy. Because all he ever did was lose.
I think
Guy wins one fucking title, and all of a sudden Kyle Fletcher's supposed to matter?
Kyle Fletcher has the best attitude a wrestler can have. So he did an interview recently.
Yeah.
Where, of course, he talked about the comparisons to Randy. He's
Yeah.
like, listen, he's like, I'm honored by it, but he was like, I could never. There's no way I could ever even attempt to follow that shadow. And basically, I was explaining to you, he's basically almost saying what Cody once said about his dad, or Paul Heyman was saying to Cody about his dad, which was, maybe your dad did not want you to follow in the monumental fucking shadow of the American dream, and wanted you to do it on your own. And that's really the best. The problem is, he's been done no favors by booking. I like Kyle Fletcher, but he's an uninteresting character because all he does is lose. And he's not a babyface, which makes it worse.
He wins one fucking TNT title with the most irrelevant title in AEW, and all of a sudden...
By the way, that was in a Fatal 4-Way or some shit, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it was.
Yep.
He does have your version of fucking, for AEW, of Randy Orton. You guys just haven't used him like fucking Vince protected and used Randy Orton.
You also remember why he won, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because Adam Cole got hurt.
Yeah.
So... you made him win in a match that we all talked about at that show. No one gave a fuck about because of the overwhelming Adam Cole's thing. He's done next to nothing with the belt since that show. We've had 2 pay-per-views since. Now he's supposed to go after the world title. I'm sorry. Jesse, you can call me overcritical about Hangman. Hangman's better than fucking Kyle Fletcher right now.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Just by booking alone.
Absolutely.
They just think they are... It's intriguing because it's champion versus champion.
It's not even in...
I mean...
No! That's my point. No one gives a fuck about this.
I know, but that's Tony's...
Well, even champion versus champion, right?
That could be Tony's...
It wouldn't even be intriguing. I'll say this.
Maybe that's Tony's idea.
It's not even intriguing because Tony's not going to make it belt for belt.
Well,
I know he's not.
Well, even if he did, that just means Adam Page is walking out with 2
both
titles.
belts, yes.
Like, it would be a dead-ass giveaway that he's walking out with 2 titles.
Tony's putting on there because it's one champion against one champion, so it should be
it's
great.
basically Tony finally trying to do with Kyle Fletcher what he should have did, but he never actually built him to do. And that's the fucking problem. And that's the problem.
Proper build, it would be worth
like,
it.
Kyle Fletcher.
Split your fucking feud with Will Ospreay. You'll be more believable. I don't know.
No. Because remember, Tony Khan knows what he's doing. Tony Khan watched all these old school Georgia Southern Championship Wrestling. He watched a lot of New Japan, Jesse. You know how guys get over? They go 20 minutes and then they lose.
Nope.
Drake came out with a song called "What Did I Miss?" After this Kendrick Lamar feud, he just came out like a month or 2 ago.
Yep.
And people, the main criticism from hip-hop lovers, you want to know what the main criticism to Drake was?
Oh, what's that?
Drake, what did you miss? You missed the fucking point. Because all he did was cry the whole song. It's like, what you missed was the fucking point. If that's what Tony Khan believes, he watched that and he missed the fucking point.
Because remember, Kazuchika Okada and the Ace became two of the greatest of all time, because when they were young lions and when they were up and coming, they never beat the top guys, but they went 20 minutes with them.
That wasn't the point, right? Yeah, that wasn't the point. You missed the point if that's what you thought.
Totally.
But Jesse, Tony doesn't have to say that. He books that. Every single guy on Dynamite who Tony wants you to believe in, he wins 2 matches. He loses 9, but the 2 that they won were flukes, and the fucking 9 were 20 minutes on Dynamite, and he goes, look how good he wrestles. I'm like, they can all wrestle.
Yes.
But this kid's boring as fuck. He has no direction. He has no character. And by the way, for the last fucking time, the ace was the ace because he beat the guys that he wasn't supposed to beat.
I'm going to let you finish going to the show here, but sometimes I feel really bad for the young guys in this company. Because,
you fucking think?
You get the Ricochets of the world and all this, and I'm like, listen, if you're a young guy, you see Ricochet speak up, a part of you has to go, dude, shut the fuck up. Like, it must be nice to do what you do because you get paid so well. But I'm actually trying to earn my fucking keep around here, and it's really hard to do it.
I said you can do similar matches, and I said this before.
But they have to win one of them.
But if you have the right people to redo those matches from years ago, it works. You have to have...
Kyle Fletcher is actually the worst person that Tony could have put in this position because, like Jesse said, the man has had no favors from booking from the moment he broke that tag team up.
And by the way, I've been saying it, and now some of the other kind of AEW fans who are kind of more famous are now just... They're getting hate for saying it, just Alex. And they're like, dude, you're booking. The reason Philly chanted that is because your booking has done him no favors.
That's the problem. Tony thinks his booking made that crowd say that, so now Kyle Fletcher is going to come up. First of all, he's the heel. He's not supposed to fucking come up randomly.
Yep.
It's basic fucking wrestling. And second of all, Philly don't say that shit just because you told them to. Philly said that because Philly told you Kyle Fletcher has been here for 3 years. Kyle Fletcher was in a tag team that never won the tag team titles, that broke up multiple times due to injury, and he's lost to Will Ospreay not once, not twice, but 3 fucking times in the same feud that went the 4 fucking months. And not only did he lose in all 3, Jesse's the only person who has said this, and forget just Alex, forget even JD from New York. Jesse, he dominated Kyle.
Yeah, he did.
He out-wrestled Kyle 3 times.
Like, out-wrestled. Like, guys, like, you're not building him this way. Randy Orton was a heel.
Yes.
Coming up. Never dominated the babyface, but always cheated to win. There was always an injury. There's always an eye poke. There was always a low blow. But Vince was smart. Of course he's not going to fucking sit here and dominate Big Show. But he could kick him in the dick and hit him with an RKO, and now we're done with this. But that builds that kid. So now when you put the Intercontinental Championship on him, you fucking hate that he has it. But that's the building of a heel guy to a megastar.
Do you know what made him a megastar? And it's the brilliance of one of our all-time favorite people, and may his
RKO, a female legend.
Well, no.
That helped.
Well, that helped. But no, Jesse, what was the match? He beat Mick Foley at Mick Foley's game.
He beat Mick Foley. Oh, and then, of course, they beat Chris Benoit. Like,
yeah.
But beat him clean. So, like, because when he won, because that's, so, like, you're missing the fucking point. Go ahead, next thing.
Next up.
He's missing the point.
Next up, you want to talk about missing the point. We're going to have another $500,000 tag team match. And Jesse, this is the greatest headline in the history of this website. I love this. The monkeys deserve their props. I'm gonna read this to you both blind. Jon Moxley gives the Young Bucks a lucrative pep talk. In front of Renee.
Okay, I'll be the party pooper. I don't think the joke's funny anymore. The joke's not funny. So now they come out to generic Dynamite music from what they used to have, and they had their, like, actual names plastered everywhere.
I told you it wasn't funny then. It's not funny. It wasn't funny when they started it.
I'm like, bro, everyone laughed once and you kept doing the same fucking joke. You guys are the Carlos Mencia of wrestling. This is fucking awful.
It is.
This is fucking awful.
But they think it's awesome.
It's not just them. Apparently TK thinks it's fucking funny. This,
yeah.
You want to not be fucking competitive with WWE? Do shit like this.
Keep putting these guys on TV. Leroy, do you realize in this segment, they not only re-met Brandon Cutler.
Re-met?
Fucking stupid.
They also...
One of the main producers in AEW, they re-met.
Yeah. They got their seats taken away in catering by the fucking Dark Order.
Oh my.
It's not funny.
It's
the point of a joke is to laugh.
Yes.
I don't think the joke's funny.
Yano, always funny.
Yano, always funny.
R-Truth and Brock Lesnar, money.
R-Truth is money.
Never change.
Joe Hendry, a goddamn treasure.
Love him.
These two?
Deserves more money, Joe Hendry.
Yes. These two?
You'll get it.
Overly... No, Jesse. You actually found the most perfect comedian. Carlos Mencia. He was funny for 10 minutes, but then he started to reuse the same jokes in every fucking stand-up.
After he was exposed for stealing some.
Yeah.
And that too. Yes.
And then people realized, oh. And then it wasn't fucking funny anymore.
You want to know why people like Eddie Murphy, when he was on the circuit, why George Lopez, why Cat Williams, you want to know why they've been able to do this for so long? It's because, Jesse, when they film a special, it's not the same fucking 12 jokes.
No.
Now, okay, once in a while, like, especially if you're George, actually, Eddie did this a lot too. You can have a callback once or twice in a show. That's fine. That's fine.
Right.
But they were different stand-up.
Right.
They updated their material.
Right.
Yeah. Well,
these guys are doing the same shit they've been doing for the last 3 months. And it's like, again, remember what I said last week? Why is the production crew angry at them? They've never been shown with the production guys. And now we're at the point where it's like, so Brandon Cutler, Mr. White Meat, Babyface, Loser, whatever the fuck he was, because no one remembers, he's now blowing you off?
Also, I'm pretty much overseeing John Moxley on my fucking TV.
Yeah, he needs a vacation. But it's not going to happen.
He's in Chris Jericho levels of he needs to go away now.
Well, Jericho is away for a while now.
Which has helped.
God,
it has helped not seeing this motherfucker on my TV.
And you know what's even worse? You want to kill your ratings. You want to make sure... I have not heard the ratings breakdown yet from Jim and Brian for the WrestleNomics, but I would love to know if this is what killed this rating. Because you want to know, you go from those three fucking losers to Riho and Alex Windsor versus Mercedes Moné and Emi Sakura.
Here's the issue.
And I'm blaming Mercedes.
Here's the issue.
You're right to say that, yeah.
Everything circling the Mercedes Moné story in AEW... I can't believe I'm at this point when it comes to Mercedes, formerly known as Sasha. But it's boring.
Yes,
it's fucking boring.
I've been there for a month, but whatever.
I've been calling it bad. It's boring. As a matter of fact, JD might have quoted me on that. It's fucking boring.
It's not good.
Here's the thing:
not
all
good
four.
I
love all four women as performers.
Yes.
Emi Sakura is always gonna be one of my favorites. I tell people I can send you videos of her stuff in the past. It'll make you laugh, and she's a great in-ring performer because she plays the bitchy heel so well.
Yeah. But
Mercedes is a fucking boring character to me. It's boring.
She walks to the ring. Jim Cornette's not even wrong now. She does the weird-ass stripper dance. That wasn't even the Sasha Banks thing. And then she decides to hang all the belts on the ropes. And she starts to sit there. And it's not even... it's basking in a limelight that nobody gives a fuck about. She is living out the rap fantasy that Vince would never let her make a character out of her or something.
Probably.
It has to be that because, Jesse, I love when someone comes from nothing and makes it. And yes, sometimes they get a little bit arrogant. This woman legitimately wants you to think that she is the greatest thing since sliced bread.
You know the craziest thing to me, Leroy, is that she found a way, and I still think Tony Khan made the right decision. She actually found a way to character herself out of being AEW Women's World Champion. Their fan base would have lost their shit had she beat fucking Tony Storm.
Oh yeah,
they would have,
because they know Tony Storm is one of the best things in pro wrestling. And definitely between like her and MJF, probably the best thing on the show. Like, they know it. If she would have beat Tony, they would have been like, "Oh hell no!" Like it's what was the one thing, and and Lance Storm said, like, I kind of wish Austin went through with it. One of the worst things you can be in pro wrestling is fucking boring. Because then, Lance got to do some fun shit and all that, but like he was saying, like, he wished Vince never would have made Austin do that, because then it actually became harder to entertain fans, because they all started seeing him as fucking boring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, it's boring is one thing you cannot be. Now on the match itself, of course, it's good.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I love Little Riho. Confirm this age really quick.
Yeah.
Leroy. I'm pretty sure Little Riho is like 32 now.
Riho is 31.
Okay, so I was close.
No, I apologize. Riho is 28.
Oh, she's 28. Okay, she's not 30 yet. There's no way this is Kenny's fantasy at this point. Why does she keep getting brought back for things that don't matter?
Because Tony thinks he has an old-time AEW original that was 100% over.
Because let's be real. I'm tired of people like who like aren't happy to see her blaming Kenny. No. This has nothing to do with Kenny Omega.
No.
I'm watching this match and I'm just like, it's a weird thing to say. And it feels fucked up coming out of my mouth, because I still believe in her and I still believe in the other woman I'm going to mention. Her and Nyla Rose no longer fit on this fucking women's roster.
No.
Yeah.
They don't blend with any of these women.
Nope.
Anytime they bring them back for feuds, which Nyla does some good stuff in Ring of Honor, but
yeah,
I'm just like, for their sake, and it doesn't have to be WWE. They both need to move on.
Dude, I want to clear something up. And yes, I know we got to get out of here, but we're trying to do a show here. Okay, because, again, Leroy, the game's not going to get interesting until the second half. We all know this.
We'll get out of here before
no.
that.
It's my kids. It's little Clara. Yeah. Coming home? I'm like, yeah, we're almost done.
Yeah. We're going to get Daddy home.
If you got to go, Jesse and I can finish up AEW.
Missing.
It's fine because,
no.
You didn't watch, which, again, we got to fix that. But anyway, but here's the deal. No, Jesse,
Give me the money so I can.
I'm sick and tired.
You're going to be fucked when I do.
Yep.
Oh,
Jesse,
I will hate you.
I'm sick and tired of this whole storyline that has been made about us, which is, then they just go to WWE and lost and stuff. I'm like, I'm not saying everyone in AEW that I say should get the fuck out needs to go to WWE.
No.
Because guess what? They'll all become Carmelo Hayes. Extremely talented, a lot of potential, future ahead of them, but right now, kind of stuck in the mid-card because there's too many people at the top. It's very top-heavy. Yeah. But right now, Riho and Nyla Rose need to take their fucking feud that they can have on the road somewhere else.
Go to TNA. I think they would be both great.
Go get paid, ladies, because you know what? You're both great. You're both amazing. For some strange reason, the wrestling audience is actually very accepting of people like Nyla Rose.
Great, good. But
everyone thinks that's weird, but it's like, no, it's not.
That's a great thing.
Yeah, no, it's amazing.
But like, it's just one of these things now at this point. It's almost like Britt Baker, who, by the way, the more interviews she does makes him look worse. Tony Khan.
Yeah.
Because now you got DDP going, I've worked with her. She's healthy. What are you doing? Like, she's fully healthy now.
The problem with Tony is that he doesn't want to upset the delicate balance that is his locker room. And I'm like, or you be a boss and tell them.
He doesn't want to upset the delicate balance that is his fucking ego, because she burned him.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But to be fair, I remember that story coming up, and that was recently. And I told someone, I'm like, to be fair, if somebody should tell DDP this, she don't fit in that locker room. To be honest, her future probably is WWE.
Yeah. Which will be hilarious that we got her in WWE before Adam Cole came back.
And guess what? She'll have as much success as Jade has, which is a main eventer, because she's great. Plus, being in WWE, you know what it does? Starts to humble any major ego you have.
Well, what's really unless you're Ronda Rousey.
That's a special thing.
But
we're not going to talk about.
But no. Think about this. You go to WWE. I don't care what you did outside. You really think Jade Cargill is walking through that locker room thinking she's bigger than Alexa Bliss?
Nope.
Not a goddamn shot in hell. Because Alexa Bliss has done everything in this business that you have not done once yet. Right. She is the fucking standard. Yeah. Because she did it before the fucking horror. Like that's starting to come out. People listen to this show, Jesse. I'm telling you, they do.
She did it all before the actual horsewomen did.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's the thing. Britt Baker walks in. Britt Baker was the most decorated women's wrestler in that locker room when she was at the top of it.
Plus, you don't think Triple H would love to do that first feud with her and Nia Jax, where she beats Nia Jax, because Nia Jax brings up the video of her squashing her, and then you can have Britt Baker be this mega baby face and be like, hey, in the end, you're gonna whoop Nia's ass.
And by the way, while we've come on here and we've kind of asked ourselves, is Britt Baker the problem for Britt Baker?
And there's times the answer is yes.
Yes, but here's the thing. If you're willing to change your attitude, a la a Phillip Brooks, your professional opinion can change in the fucking drop of a hat.
And then the sky's the limit.
Oh, Britt Baker will be a megastar in that.
Oh, yeah.
Just have a little patience.
Yeah. Next up, Tony decided to finally go fucking full Tony, and Renee Paquette decided to narrate a breakdown of the statistics between FTR and Cope and all this, and I'm just like...
Well, number one, Toni Storm is just fucking... I love her. She's brilliant. She's just...
Toni Storm or Renee?
No, Toni Storm. Toni Storm is fucking brilliant. It's... You know what it reminds me of? This is fucked up. Watching Toni Storm right now is like watching, this is so fucked up to say, but it's true. It's literally like watching Samoa Joe in 2017. WWE,
yes.
Where you're like, far and away the best thing on this show every week is Samoa Joe. Far and away the best thing on Dynamite every week.
Speaking of far and away, next up, Shelton Benjamin and Ricochet had their...
I did like the ball chants.
Yeah.
Bald guy's awesome. Bald guy sucks.
You want to know what kind of bothered me here? Is that the Gates...
That guy's almost 50. He could go like that. That's crazy.
Yeah, no. Here's a problem. A guy who doesn't even wrestle your style is outdoing you, Ricochet.
He's much older than you.
Yeah.
He's just great.
Also, they're going to have a 6-man tag with the Gates of Agony and Ricochet versus the Hurt Syndicate. And I'm like, why do we want to see this?
Yeah, I forgot this was announced. Yeah, it's like, why?
And next up, the most worthless bring back you could think of, but it was in the 2300 arena. Bro, they brought back Hook, and he's not different than he was 3 years ago. They're not giving him anything new to fucking do. The music that he came back to is more bland than he used to have. He's the same character. He hasn't learned a new hold. He's still the same. You didn't bring Hook back, and it's not the new Hook. You just brought him in, and he's still doing the same shit he was doing 3 years ago. How can Taz be okay with this?
You gotta let your son go to NXT, Taz, because he's got so much potential. You gotta let him go to NXT, man. You don't think Shawn Michaels ain't gonna make sure? One, he stays motivated. Two, he stays hungry, and three, they make sure he succeeds. Because Taz has talked about how good of a relationship he has with Shawn Michaels.
Yeah,
he's gonna take care of your son, man. I don't know what the fuck age you. We can talk about the age of all the main eventers in WWE all we want. Mm-hmm. Right? Mm-hmm. But I keep saying, but if you keep watching the undercard at the same time, they're clearly building their young guys into the main event, too. Now, Bronson Reed is not that young, but he's a bit younger in his early 30s.
Yeah.
And, of course, Braun Breaker's going to be a fucking megastar. Not to mention Carmelo Hayes. Dexter Lumis isn't quite 30. He might be 31. Just a lot of these guys who like, these younger guys are starting to really be, especially on the women. They're almost flawless right now in trying to build their women. Lyra Valkyria apparently slowly being moved up to the main event scene, all that good stuff. So you gotta find a way to get. You've been doing this Hook thing, like you said, for like 3-4 years.
He's the same character.
Nothing has changed.
He's the same guy. The hair didn't change. Music's worse.
Yeah, I don't know why they changed the music.
Dexter's 41.
Oh, god damn. I hope I'm in that great of shape of fucking 5 years.
Hangman versus Kyle was made official for All Out. Whatever. Then they had the Philly Street Fight, which, by the way, yes, while Tony Storm had a great entrance. Welcome to the Vince McMahon 2011 women's segment. Leroy, because they started out with this great street fight. Timeless Tony Storm versus Sky Blue. Then somehow we ended up with Thekla. We ended up with Julia Hart. We ended up with Chris Statlander. We ended up with Jamie Hayter.
A lot of niggas showed up. Okay, but before all the niggas showed up, because I'm not going to say the B word, before all the niggas showed up, this was actually a really fun match, man. I was enjoying this.
Before they all showed up.
Before all the other ladies showed up.
How many Vince's women's matches were starting out to look good, and then Vince was like, they're looking too good.
Need more titties. Like, God damn it,
more women.
Send all the broads in.
Vince, we were doing great here.
Jesse, just go old set. We'll send all the broads in.
Like, Vince almost made dudes sound gay in 2009, because Trish would be having, or not Trish, but AJ Lee would be having a great match, and all of a sudden, Caitlyn comes out with a bra. God damn it, why are all the titties out here right now? We were doing good. Why? I sound gay because of Vince. Why are we doing this?
Sometimes it's just too much titties.
Because you were like, man, the story's good.
God, I can't believe I said that.
These ladies are really working physical. I love what's going on. And then, there's just 8 pair of titties out there now. And it's just like, okay. Apparently, Vince just wanted to see some titties tonight. Okay.
There are times where you don't need that many titties.
Sometimes
I'm saying that. I'm a man.
I'm watching pro wrestling. I just want to enjoy a great pro wrestling match story.
Same here.
I don't need to see the extra.
And next up, we once again got to see how talented Harley Cameron is, but it's just so off script.
Youth is wasted on the young, and AEW is wasting Harley Cameron.
Yes.
She's brilliant.
She's so good.
That should be the next feud, but it's not going to be.
Nope.
And then,
but I will say,
and then Jesse,
because the staples to the ass one was funny as hell. And then there was a stapler to the hoo-ha.
She took staples to the ass?
She also took staples to the hoo-ha.
Yeah.
Oh, don't do it to the hoo-ha.
To the hoo-ha.
Next up.
That's like stapling the nuts.
Jesse,
don't do that.
We had this moment.
Oh, by the way, just one more thing.
Yeah.
Julia Hart is not 25 yet, is she?
No.
Julia, no. I'll look her up.
Not even close.
We love you, Julia.
What? Well, so what's going on?
I told you she was friends with Aleister Black. The cancer in the locker room.
Such a cancer.
Next up, Jesse. Okay, Leroy, I'm going to read this. I'm going to need you to pay attention because this is a paragraph that makes sense in 2025 wrestling. We learned that the AEW Unified Champion, Kazuchika Okada, will be putting his title on the line in an AEW Unified Championship tournament. First, Okada will face Michael Oku this Saturday on AEW Collision. Also on Collision, Konosuke Takeshita takes on Anthony Bowens, which, by the way, led to the reuniting of fucking... what was their tag team, Jesse? With Billy... The Acclaimed.
Yeah, the Acclaimed.
Yeah, they basically got back together on Collision. And let me finish the sentence. And next week on the September to Remember, Tony, no one wants to remember the December to Remember pay-per-view that WWE did.
Because they were all bad.
They were all
bad.
The Beast Muertos battles Mascara Dorado. The winners of all 3 of these matches will meet in the tournament final at All Out. Bro, you wonder why Okada doesn't work hard? He don't have to with this fucking group of people.
I'm going to put my money on the Beast.
What a weird thing that Worlds Collide has become like an attraction now every time they announce a show since WWE bought it. And yet every time they announce luchadors on fucking AEW, nobody cares. It's almost like they're overused.
And
can I put my money on the Beast to win?
Sure, Mercedes is there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, who's he going against?
Mascara Dorado.
Yeah.
I'm only gonna say this because it has Jesse's favorite team name in it.
The Ops.
500,000 10-man. Jesse, is Tony Khan not paying these guys well anymore? He's got so many matches with money in it.
First of all, thank you, Samoa Joe, once again. It's the greatest nigga name for a tag team I've ever heard in my life. The Ops.
Also, Leroy, instead of trying to take back AEW and create it in their own image, the Death Riders are now teaming with the Young Bucks just to win $500,000.
And Daniel Garcia is now part of the Death Riders.
Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah, that part was
he turned heel.
Well, I hate to say it. Could you make a man more bland? Apparently you can. You can put him in the Death Riders.
There you go.
We did this before.
We did.
I'm just wondering.
Yes.
Does no one remember the Jericho Appreciation Society?
We try to forget.
We did this with him before.
Yes, we did.
It didn't work.
What makes it any better with the blandest man on television?
Because
I'm going to get you and I'm going to kill you. Blah, 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 blah.
The man has a seizure every time he's on television.
Oh, yes.
Every time John Moxley cuts a promo,
yes,
we all look terrible to be wrestling fans.
Yes.
Because people are like, why do you watch this fake shit?
And I'm like,
I swear to you, there's much better things than John Moxley. We all know it's bad.
I've shown Yano's Japanese promos and people will believe in it more.
Those are great.
Because he tries to sell you something.
Every
time.
time.
John Moxley can't sell you a fucking air.
Couldn't sell you a sock.
Probably not.
Now, the only cool part was it wasn't as emotional, but I thought Daddy Magic did a really good job there. Because he knows he's going to take the ass whooping, but he's just disappointed in the kid.
Yeah.
I thought, I'm like, that was fucking a phenomenal performance for bullshit, but that was phenomenal.
Well, but remember,
these two should
sometimes there's a diamond in the bullshit.
Well, right. Because I'm like, man, maybe these two should go back to WWE. Like, maybe they've grown enough.
Yeah.
Maybe WWE, like, okay, there's more here.
Oh, WWE would love to. Well, WWE liked 2.0 anyway. Vince just didn't see any value in them because they were in NXT.
But, like, because I was like, man, that was a brilliant fucking performance. But who cares? Because he's going to the Death Riders. They already have a Daniel Garcia there. His name is Wheeler Yuta.
Who everyone forgets is in the damn thing.
Right.
Also, by the way, why does Tony Khan continue to try to book a wrestling company and not try to book the fact that he found Bigfoot and he's in the Death Riders? No, I'm serious. Motherfucker hasn't shaved or fucking cut his hair in like 3 years. And for what? There's no explanation as to why he looks like Bigfoot.
Let's be fair. There's no explanation for these wrestling Nazis, period. We still don't know why they are what they are.
Hey, the Japanese were never the actual Nazis.
I'm talking about the rest of them.
I
bet you Pac's fucking happy to not be a part of this
Jesse,
shit.
I really cannot believe I'm about to say this. I think they'd be more interesting if they were a Nazi group.
They really would be. Just do the whole Sing Heil. Fuck it.
At this point, they
go all in.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
At least I'd be like, listen, you're going to do some controversial shit, go all in. Like,
hey, wait, we've already hit a Jew with quarters.
Right.
We've already had a bunch of black people on a Friday show. We've already basically tried to get a gay man to...
you know what? Because here's what you can make.
Go straight.
The way he cuts promos, what you can make John interesting is he's cutting basically talking about, like, how AEW needs to be more pure.
And cleansed.
I'm like, hey, go all in on this shit, bro.
We tried to get a gay man to go straight one night. They actually put that on television.
And then the smart crowd at that point let him know.
I've never been more proud of a wrestling crowd to just start chanting, "He is gay," because it was just like, yeah. And we're not making fun of him.
No.
We're just trying to make the point.
Like, the point is, this is weird, lady. He's gay.
And even Excalibur was like, he's also taken.
He's also married.
Yeah.
He might go shopping with you, but that's it.
The Death Riders suck.
Oh, my God. Seriously, I will say something, and it will get taken so out of context. Just be Nazis.
Dude, at this point.
At this point, just be neo-Nazis.
Fox News already exists.
Yep.
Trump is already in office.
Yep.
Just fucking go for it.
Just be neo-Nazis.
Nobody's going to care.
But the one dude is Swiss. Doesn't matter. They got shit going on over in the UK right now. Just be Nazis.
Because you know what? The good news is somehow the dude in the White House will just say, they're just good citizens.
That's right.
That's
They're doing their American duty by cleansing AEW.
exactly.
Hey, the president just mentioned you. There you guys go.
There we go.
So, like, yeah, just go all in, man.
Thanks to the wonderful viewership of Fox News, your viewership is now 705,000.
Actually, they get a lot of old viewers, so they actually might go over 1 million.
Yeah, but Jesse, everyone will fall asleep as soon as you see Mercedes. Anyway.
Well, because then they'd be like, why isn't this black bitch taken care of?
Wow.
I didn't say it, you did.
We know they would say it.
I know.
Yeah,
but no, as we transition out of this, Jesse, if this is your attempt to crawl out of a 500,000 hole, this ain't good.
When is Forbidden Door? Or fuck yeah.
All out?
Next
All
weekend.
Next weekend.
Next Saturday or Sunday?
It's
Saturday.
a Saturday show.
Ooh, okay, real quick.
Next Saturday.
Real quick, go over the card real quick.
Yeah.
They got two of them. It's this next Saturday in Toronto.
Okay, so let's do it.
Let's see. There's a couple pre-shows. Who cares about that?
Yeah.
Or no, just one pre-show.
Let's go quick.
Well, the one pre-show one is
Women
Edge
Tornado.
and Christian versus FTR.
no.
That's a pre-show match?
No, the only
I guess it's not.
Hold on.
It is
In Toronto?
He
no,
looked.
it's
He
not.
looked at it funny.
I looked at it weird.
The first one and the only one they have right now is an 8-woman tornado tailgate brawl. Who cares?
So Vince McMahon is booking the pre-show. Got it.
There you go.
Hey, Jesse, quick question. It's almost October.
Yeah.
Are they going to be all wearing little sexy belts of, like, tools and shit? Like, are we going to get the local sports teams and cut up some jerseys and make the tits bigger? Like,
Maybe.
No. You say that. Don't tell me it's not Vince McMahon in 2012.
Oh, he would do it in a heartbeat.
If it happens, I'd be like, we need to look at Tony Khan's computer to make sure he don't got no Vince McMahon shit going on. Because that's some Vince McMahon shit if I've ever heard of it.
But, Jesse, why is it called a tailgate? Why can't it just be an
know.
8-woman tag? Why do we have to fucking gimmick it if we're not Vince?
Tailgate brawl, whatever.
Oh.
First matchup is a tag team with
I swear to Christ, though.
Adam and Christian.
No, hold
Cage
on. The
against
pause.
Okay.
If that opens the show, half the audience will leave.
I think it'll probably be right in the middle.
It's just.
Let me double check. No, that's fine.
Listed.
Let me tell you. What is the official name of this pre-show match?
The 8-woman tornado tailgate brawl.
Jesse, they gonna motherfucking have some wieners on the grill during this fucking match.
Why not? We'll have some wieners.
There's gonna be some ketchup and mustard everywhere.
There we go.
To be fair, DX would do that first, too.
They've done that already.
Well, yeah, but see, Jesse, that wasn't a match. They were objectifying women because they were DX.
And
That's true.
and letting Vince.
And hey, in all fairness,
That's true.
and I want to be clear about
That's
this,
true.
DX made sure that Candice Michelle finished first.
Yes. And to make sure that Vince McMahon told them that he loves
Because
cock.
they are feminists at heart.
Stop bringing up Vince when I make that joke. You just killed all the momentum, Leroy. Thank you for once again sucking at your job.
All right, next match.
Oh.
Well, yeah, no.
Yeah, I know. He's
I'm
an
not
asshole.
sucking anything.
He's an asshole.
Nipples.
All right, next match.
You weren't the women under the table, or Will. Thank you, Leroy.
Oh, there
That's
you go,
true.
There you go.
Woo!
There you go. There you go.
I love you so much.
There you go. There you go.
Thank God there would. Thank God they were. All right, yeah, it's FTR and Christian Cage and Adam Copeland for a tag match.
This
there.
would mean so much more if, I don't know, FTR were the World Tag Team Champions.
It would be better.
And it
All
also
right.
wasn't the second match.
And,
Fuck me.
and then
Fuck me for thinking about AEW.
there we go. Trios match with the Hurt Syndicate and GOA.
I don't
with
know.
Ricochet.
I don't know why. I don't know why.
Just because.
Black men gotta fight black men. What is Triple H booking this shit according to the fucking internet?
I know, according to the internet.
Nope. Oh, no, wait. Sorry. I'm sorry. 3 black men versus a black man and 2 Samoans. My bad.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
All the brown people in one match.
Yeah.
There we go. That's how it works.
Well, Jesse, they get in, they get out, they go to the separate bathroom, we all move on.
Oh, my God.
Talk about Triple K. I'm like, fuck y'all.
Wow. We got Mercedes Moné against Riho for the TBS.
She's going to beat Riho.
Well, we know that.
And then Riho's going to go back to Japan.
I kind of hope Riho wins.
Yeah, it ain't going to happen.
Oh, no. I hope she wins.
But
That would be great.
Because the pop is going to be tremendous.
Tony Khan just like, okay, I'm tired of you having these titles.
Well, no. Take this one off her and then tell her to go lose the other 8.
Right.
They weigh more than you do, sweetie.
That's true.
Fuck.
Then we got this lovely coffin match with John and Darby. Yep. A tables and thumbtack match with MGF and Mark Briscoe.
Yeah.
I have no words. Go ahead.
Yeah. Apparently, MJF needs to be booked with a world title shot in his hand against Mark Briscoe. Not for a blood feud to get to that. And, oh, by the way, one more time, I know he wouldn't care if we bring up Jay Briscoe one more fucking time.
Yeah.
I'm just going to turn off my TV.
It's just unnecessary at this point.
It is.
You know how you do that to inspire the legacy of a Jay Briscoe? You piss Mark off week after week after week by not winning or whatever. You have a heel screw him over 2-3 times, yada, yada. And then you just turn around and then you finally say, you'll never be as good as your brother, but you don't insult Jay for being dead.
Right.
And then maybe, just maybe, I'm surprised Christian Cage isn't doing this gimmick. But I mean,
he'd be better at it.
Well, because Jay Briscoe isn't his father.
Yeah, but Mark does have more kids than the entire state of West Virginia.
But if his father was dead, that's Christian's thing.
Well, yeah, but here's the deal: no one would ever insult that father because that man will slap you from the grave.
Papa Briscoe.
Will whip your ass from the grave.
I heard you have a father.
He a tough son of a
But yeah, no, like, I mean, seriously, I am sitting here like, MJF can only work with Mark Briscoe, and if I said that in a world of sanity, Jesse would be like, this could be the best fucking match on the card.
Yeah, it would be.
Instead, we have to add thumbtacks and tables.
I mean, it'll probably be fun. They're going to get bloodied. That's fine. I'm not going to hate on it. It'll be fine.
You know, Chicken, Triple H will put you on TV and pay whatever fine they've got on the network.
Come on, Chicken. Let's come on.
I fucking hate Vince McMahon because we could have had the Briscoes and Jacob in WWE for years, and he just wouldn't do it. I fucking hate him for it.
Over something that Vince, Jesse has chronicled on this show 1,000 times how USA didn't have any ratings draws, so they weren't going to fine you to put the Briscoes on TV.
Also, he did way worse shit than they've ever done. So, like, to judge them is insane.
Well, not only that, but Jesse, he did worse things that he put on television.
And used company funds for.
Yeah. Also, Jesse, they kept WWE on the network after the Katie Vick situation. I don't think a tweet from Jay Briscoe was going to get them cut.
I'm going to screw your brains out.
No. All right. Well, after that lovely match, we do have the four-way match for the AEW's World for the Women's Championship.
So Toni Storm can't have another good feud like she had with Mariah May.
If Chris Statlander wins this in a fucking fatal four-way, I think I have to take a break from watching AEW.
Yeah, it could happen.
You know what? I am a gentleman on this show.
I need at least 1 or 2 weeks of a bye week. Because I think it would be hard for me to not travel to Florida to choke a fucking
Arab,
whatever he is.
Somebody, we choke somebody else. Yeah,
Jesse,
I understand.
I will make the gentleman's agreement to be the only person that sits down since I have Wednesdays off, and I do it now anyway. I will watch the show.
Because if she loses, if Chris Statlander wins, and Toni Storm loses his title in a fatal four-way, I think I will lose my shit.
Okay.
All right.
Go live when you do that, though.
Okay.
Okay.
Deal.
No.
Deal.
That'll be great. Then it's AEW World Championship with Hangman Page and Kyle Fletcher.
It'll be Hangman.
It's going to be Hangman because Kyle Fletcher isn't worth a damn in this situation.
Yeah. And the whole family is banned from ringside. Whoopee.
Holy shit! Tony Khan banned the entire heel roster.
Because
that's the entire Don Callis family.
There you go. They're all banned.
Konosuke just wasted. No, let's get to
Thank
Taz
God
versus
he's not
Lacey.
signed in New Japan because they'd be calling Tony, be like, "What the fuck you doing to this game?"
Give us our God back,
He's in the next
dumb
match.
fuck.
He's in the next match for the three-way match for the AEW United
And he's
Unified
not gonna
Championship.
Win. He's in a match with Okada,
Yep.
but because of the third person,
Is it the Beast?
or the fourth person,
Beast.
Well, it's going to be either
It's
or.
one of them. We say it's going to be the
Because
Beast,
of the
probably.
third person, I know he's not winning.
Yeah.
Kazuchika Okada, who can still go if he's motivated.
If this was one-on-one, like they were teasing at first, I was like, yes, you give me this shit.
It'll be good.
And they were actually building a feud out of it. I'm like, yes.
And we have Mercedes' boyfriend.
And we have Mercedes' future husband. Okay.
There we go. Next
Great.
up, we have a singles match with Eddie Kingston coming back.
Returning Eddie Kingston.
Returning Eddie Kingston against...
Does anyone not fit this roster more right now than Eddie Kingston?
And Big Billy, who's also a Jet fan, so he'll be pretty pissed off.
He might win.
Saturday.
Then they'll have a...
He'll be pissed off for what happens the next day when you guys lose again.
My dick is not being eaten, so be quiet over there at last.
And they have this down here, and whatever it's going to be a tag team, a four-way ladder match for the World Tag Team Championship, where they have the champs plus 3 other participants from the September to Remember winners.
So Brodito gets the belts. And these tag, dude, don't ever give me another fucking moment
And
of
they're
Triple
gonna
H
lose
doesn't
these
know about.
at this
No, they're gonna
pay-per-view?
win because they
Alright.
just won them. Don't give me this shit that Triple H doesn't do tag team wrestling well. When was the last time the tag team titles meant anything on this show other than, hey, we're a show and we have tag titles?
Also, just SmackDown alone.
DPW's tag division means more than the AEW tag division right now, and there isn't a tag division in DPW.
Yeah, they don't have any belts yet.
I think we've only had like 4 actual tag teams on a DPW show.
You say the quiet parts out loud. Shut the fuck up over there. Yeah, it's. Oh man, it's bad in AEW right now.
Well,
It's
hey,
Vince
at
McMahon
least
levels
next
of
Saturday
bad.
we can watch that, and then we can watch WrestlePalooza afterwards, because that'll be in the evening next Saturday. I'm not kidding you.
I'm aware.
We're gonna have a load
Sky
of
versus
Stephanie Viewer for the.
Jesse, it's gonna
The-
fucking burn Indiana to the ground and in the best
Oh, it's
way.
gonna be a great match.
We're gonna have the Usos against the Vision.
Though that was a weird thing because Raw, they were like, "Oh, she's not healthy enough to do the contract signing." Fucking Triple H shows up to Pat McAfee's show and goes, "Wait, she wasn't healthy enough to do the contract signing." I'm like, "Nigga, take a vacation again." What?
Yeah.
What? Nigga, you booked it. What the fuck? Like everyone was like, "Nigga, this is your show. What are you talking about?" Of course, we got the Usos versus
Usos against the Vision.
The Vision.
Can't we just say what we're trying to say? It's the Usos versus the Bronze. Can we just?
Well, yeah, it is. Usos against the Bronze.
CM Punk and
CM
AJ Lee
Lee
versus Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch.
Mixed
You know
tape.
what's?
I wish was for the titles.
You know what's kind of funny?
That would be fun.
Yeah.
I actually think.
But I think later on,
I think Cornette
AJ's gonna get the
going to
title
be right about
from
something
Becky.
here because I think that like these 4 people are thinking about it. I don't think you're all of a sudden going to see. I think this match is going to be CM Punk and Seth wrestle, and the women avoid each other, or Becky avoids AJ.
As much
and then
as
when
possible.
AJ gets in, there's not going to be any Irish whips. Hip toss, drop down, leapfrog. I think they're just going to beat the fuck out of each other.
Well, probably.
that'll work.
They're just
Sets
going to
up-
start swinging.
Set up for a match for the two
I
later
want to say
on.
this about the AJ Lee return real quick. I knew it. So remember, 7 months ago, there was video of her training.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I'm going to try not to buy into the hype. Maybe she's just doing this because she's still on the wrestling show, the one on Showtime.
Yeah.
But I was like, I think there's a chance she's coming back. I think this whole time she's been training to come back. Because, like, I'm sitting there watching that thing where Triple H is talking to her as she's signing the contract.
Mm-hmm.
I think they've been talking about this for at least 9 months.
And she's
I think they've been talking about it since Phil came back.
yeah, maybe.
Maybe even a little after the first Mania that he missed, probably.
Yeah.
Like, hey, because their relationship.
As far as I'm concerned, make this main event.
Yeah.
Just do it.
It could be. And we did.
Well, here's the reason you probably can't.
No.
Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre for the championship. Probably going to main event.
It doesn't have to main event.
God damn, he was jacked.
Who, Cody?
Yeah.
Who just a new movie?
He didn't get jacked for that movie.
No. I don't know.
He came back to whoop somebody's ass.
There we go.
And then John Cena and
Brock
Lesnar.
That'll probably main event.
That'll probably main event.
It'll probably main event.
Just because of John.
Let me make it clear to people. I don't have to like Brock. You don't have to like Brock. You don't have to like Brock, Leroy.
I know.
The IWC does not have to like Brock.
But we like John Cena.
You know what probably just put WrestlePalooza over the top on their tickets?
Brock.
John Cena versus fucking Brock Lesnar.
Uh-huh.
This also might not only be John Cena's last time in Indiana. This might be Brock's last time, period.
I'm about to say, this might be the last time we see him, period. So, yeah, WWE did it.
TKO. If you want to get rid of him, just write the check.
Well, clearly they did because he's back.
There we go.
Well, no, they were always paying him. But I mean, if you want him gone, just finish writing the check.
But
he's got a fully functioning farm. He don't need the money.
We'll see. We'll actually take a moment to pause for a second because this is where we will put the ad for our great sponsor at BetterHelp.com.
I will do at the end there.
Leroy, you have a little update for us on Grand Slam.
Grand Slam? Yeah. We're going to have a little tag team match coming up where our favorite guys that are in AEW are going to be there. Top Flight. Top Flight is going to be at Grand Slam, and they're Royal Flavor.
Royal Flavor.
They are tag team champions again, and I think it is going to be for their title. But
this is going to fucking burn that fucking high school to the ground.
I think they said it was stated it was going to be the main event of the show. I think it might be.
Well, the last time that Royal Flavor was in a Grand Slam event, Jesse and I thought we were at WrestleMania.
You would have thought the fucking Hardy Boys were there. I was like, my God. I'm like, when you talk about pops, that was a pop.
Oh, yes.
And to be fair, we don't make it to as many MAW shows as we would like, to be fair.
But
by the way, I'm already off for this one, so let's go.
Oh, I mean, we're going. I'm already cleared to go.
Okay.
Oh yeah, so am I.
Yeah. Of course, Joey Jet Avalon. My goodness, Joey Jet Avalon will take on. I believe it's the legendary Tajiri.
What does he have?
Yes, it is.
Does he just have beef with all the old Japanese legends?
To be fair,
because the last time he faced a Japanese legend,
Masato Tanaka was a little rough on him to begin that match. But he came back. He's a fighter. Joey's a fighter. We love Joey here.
I did have.
Joey also has a championship match November 30th for DPW. I would like to see a clean fight.
I hope so.
We'll see.
Graciously given by the wonderful Paul Verk.
I know. I did have to verify and make sure that yes.
I'm sorry. Can you say that again?
I believe I said what I needed to say.
He said something about did he say like graciously? Like it sounded like something when it was in his mouth.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
But no, Commissioner Brian
and
Sager,
it's long and it's brown and it's from Punjab.
I want to make sure to get that at their last event, Shaky Slam, when Royal won the tag team bout. They did say it is going to be the main event at Grand Slam 7, them against Top Flight. It is confirmed. To make sure that was right.
To be fair,
I think it's going to be a damn good
he's
show.
a multiple champion everywhere. He will be on the show as well, Paul Verk.
He should be there too.
An amazing title defense. They're still, I think they have a show coming up in 2 weeks.
Yeah, they have one more
to confirm his opponent for the show.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
because they have one more show before their season's over.
Correct.
And we will talk about that.
Well, we'll be
of course really quick. November 30th here in Duluth, Minnesota.
Yes,
it's DPW. I will be there as a fan. Of course, he will be there. Of course, Zach will fucking be there, all decked out in Century gear,
yapping
like
whatever.
a slut. But we got there's a
great
great card on the way. Listen, Jack Electra's gonna be back. What? The Ice King? Bang, bang, freeze him dead. Of course, Paul Verk is defending the championship against Joey Jet Avalon, and hopefully we
I'll do this since Jesse, for some strange reason, can't be professional about it. We're also going to get Sierra back, which is always great.
It is. Well, Ringo is going to be there, too.
Well, I mean, we should get Sierra back.
Yeah. But
she built the fucking house.
But I'm telling everybody, come see us at our table. We're going to have a drawing that night, too. We'll have our lovely announcer, Brian Sager, helping with it. But come see us. We're going to do it.
And maybe
raise some money for charity.
And maybe at some point, Leroy will do his job at the show, and we'll have a table down at MAW as well.
We're going to have it down there, too. We are going to be there.
I just gave you an opportunity to announce on the show. So thank you very much, Leroy.
Yep.
We always appreciate you here at 13 Cards.
Thank you guys for listening in again. Thank you for everyone joining live, and bye-bye.